Let's go, chat. We are live. Let's do. Alright, chat. Let me ping it in Emerald Open Server, and then we'll be good to go. Alright, boom, ping. You can eat that fucking Emerald Open. Dude, it hits different when the fucking player role doesn't ping you anymore. It hits a little bit different. Who added me? Okay, Kaz added spectators. That's good. Let's go. What's up, chat? Good morning, or good evening. It's 2 p.m. We're back. I don't know how long we're gonna do this for. I've got a few replays to share on stream today, but we're gonna keep it a little bit shorter today because I gotta play a Wi-Fi Draft League game tonight. And like at this point, like there are less games happening right in the tournament, so there's only so much we'll show. And we're doing mainly replays today, so it should go by a little bit quicker. I know we have one live game scheduled in 2 hours. Hold on. I know we have one live game scheduled in 2 hours. And I don't know what else we have. That is your Game Center Wrath Gaming. What's up? Cat and Fish, what's up? And we'll probably do a few more live games, but there's a few replays I want to watch of some players. What's Sin Get Cream? True. Big opening event. What's up, Gligger? Yeah, big opening event. We got young Jake versus London. So this will be a pretty good game. We haven't seen most of the people that I have on stream today. We have not watched them play at any point yet so far at this tournament. So it should be a lot of new players that we haven't seen featured on stream just yet. We'll give people a few more minutes to hop in. We'll get started at 05. And that'll give me a minute to look through. I guess I should look through Plains chat, right? To see if like people are playing. I don't know if anyone's scheduled to play this time, but I can keep an eye on that while we're going. How's everyone doing today, chat? How's everyone's tournament going so far? I was unceremoniously packed up this morning. I think my team was not very good, but we'll rectify that for the next tournament. We'll rectify that in the next tournament by not drafting Tyranitar and not drafting like an uber terrible team this time. Next time out. Hey, oh, you just won. Congratulations, it's awesome. On to the brackets. On to the the grind. Hey, the grind doesn't stop here. We're still Tough loss, Keegan. How's it going? I think my team was just really bad against Heracross. I think my game plan was like I just didn't have a lot of good resources, right? For that matchup, unfortunately. I think there are a few plays I could have done differently, and then getting crit on Donphan is a little bit harder. But I think that like that game was so uphill the entire time. One with Shedinja, let's go. That's fire. Shedinja's the GOAT. Playing about 6 hours. Nice. Yeah, we should have a lot of games. I assume we're not going to have many this afternoon. I feel like people are going to wait till the evening. Are we going to watch the King versus Tritufo game? No. I don't want to watch my games on stream. Mainly because... I don't know, my justification for not doing it was like I'm going to do videos of them at some point. And by the time like that game gets shown on the channel, I think we could have calking. The problem is not until -4. It doesn't actually. I don't think there's ever a rule where it's beneficial for us to do that. Especially where I'm subbing, I don't know his set. I don't know what like the investment is. Like the min investment is killing the sub until -4. Yeah, it has to be like -4 for it to matter. And I have like 3 HP, and I'm cooked against the melodic anyway. But yeah, I don't know. Like by the time like that gets uploaded, it'll probably be in the next tour video, because I assume I'll do a decent amount better there. I mean, surely I will, right? Like getting fucking going basically 2 and 3 in this tournament. We should do better the next one. So those games will probably get mentioned in that video. So. Yeah, unfortunately, I went there initially because at that point I was praying for crits or Flint State for you. Probably, yeah. Or were your team and the rivals? I played against Tritufo. Like, I can put my matchup on screen here. We're gonna get into like this first game in a second. We're not gonna like go through my matchup entirely here. But this is the matchup I had, and my team is like pretty bad at breaking bulky waters, and like my entire game plan was like, how do I actually beat melodic? Long term, that's also then kind of contrasted with my team does not beat Heracross very well. I don't have a lot of good fighting checks on this team. And then this team just structurally had a lot of issues that I think I just drafted a little bit incorrectly. I went with Typhlosion because I really wanted to try it, and it wasn't a Pokemon that I think was going to be very good on this team. I needed a better water breaker I think in that slot, and my team might have been just a little bit better and like better fighting answers. Not the best draft was not that modest. Yeah, if I had like a grass type instead of that Typhlosion, then we would have been it would have been a lot better in this matchup at least. Puff is joining. Perfect. I'm trying to keep the thing. I have mixed feeling about the fire release. Seeing Zapdos and normal angles, it could change the pace. That's true. It beats Heracross, I would know. The problem with that set is it's so free. You never stay in, right? Like, there's no reason for the Heracross to stay in. I did have that set at one point on the builder, but I see J-Scurf subscribe to hate. That's classic. Appreciate the love from Margot J-Scurf. All right, we got, what, 16 people? Let's get this first game started with Jake. Shout out, Jake. We got 16 people here, 5 likes. Hey, let's get a few more as we start the first replay of the tournament. We see Spin versus Spin lead. Interesting Ice Beam there, maybe trying to catch a switch. Not sure what, maybe a switch to Sceptile. But you get some good chip early off with Earthquake, Blastoise into the Tentacruel. And that's going to make, like, this is going to be the switch into Arcanine, it looks like, right? But, you know, getting any chip on this Pokemon early is going to be nice to try to keep it low. So Arcanine, at least at some point, maybe can beat it. Ooh, that's a pretty good crit. Aggressive Ice Beam, kind of the same play that London was going for earlier there, right? With Blastoise. And then Exeggutor seems to be the switch in. Probably some sort of Leech Seed Exeggutor, and Ice Beam just sends that Pokemon packing. Can you comment on my game later? I think I made a couple mistakes, but yeah, if you just DM me on Discord any replays you want watched that I don't have on the list, and I can add them to the list to watch at the end. My limit is 4 hours today. I'd like to be done by 6 because my university's hockey team is playing national championship today. So I'm going to be I want to be done by 6. All right, so we get Tentacruel back in. We didn't like lose a little bit of damage on that early Earthquake sequence, but like we have found opportunities to get it back in with leftovers. EQ, Porygon 2, wow, just embarrassing damage there. Good Nidoqueen to prevent the T-Wave. And now we get a Toxic off on this. We have to trade a little bit of HP, which is not too terribly bad. Like getting a Toxic on this is kind of the most important thing, right? And then you can just go back into Piloswine here and just kind of sit on this Pokemon forever. Dragonite comes out as we set up the Reflect. So good Reflect there. That's going to limit the effectiveness of this Dragonite. I assume that we're going Dragonite trying to catch something else here rather than the Piloswine staying in, because we have to go right back out to get deal up the Ice Beam, but we get our Tentacruel to 75, so like we're getting through most of this HP here. Though it looks like we're going to just use Hidden Power to pressure, or we lose a little bit more HP, I guess, on Tentacruel, and we just rest up with Blastoise. So Resto Chesto there. Tentacruel now super weak, which means Arcanine kind of opens up a little bit more in this battle. You're still not going to be able to break through the rest of that Tentacruel, right? But Piloswine packing this Raikou up. Sorry, I got UMB upset in the U Cup. I just saw that. Yeah, I did. That was crazy. I mean, they don't have their coach now, right? Yeah, Piloswine is one of the best Raikou answers. It looks like this is just a Jake Moran, a fucking Jake W clinic. Yeah, it's really good Raikou counterplay. Yeah, the UMB loss was interesting. I haven't watched the men's game a lot. I've watched the women's game because our university has been like really good this year and was really good last year. So I have actually watched a decent amount this year, more so than I would normally. All right, there we go. Ice Beam on the Dragonite. I mean, at this point, most underrated ground. I wanted to pick it up. Yeah, I haven't actually had a chance to try it yet. I guess like there's going to be 3 other tournaments this year, so I'll have plenty of opportunity to try it out. So Flamethrower, we're going to have to eat a T-Wave on this Arcanine, but that's probably fine, right? Like at this point, like you kind of just have so many Pokemon that you can now get like, yeah, you get Metagross in here, and now like you're basically collecting one. Set up a substitute on the T-Wave. That's tough. That's unfortunate. Yeah, now we're just going to agility up, and this should be wraps from here. The crit early with the Blastoise was pretty good. Wow, that T-Bolt doesn't even break the sub. That is brutal. Yeah, all right. Good Metagross. GG to London. Shout out to our goat Jake for pulling this one out. The crit earlier was pretty big, right? On the with the Blastoise, but I mean, it just seems like Jake's team just had much better counterplay the entire time. And yeah, we just see a forfeit here to end this battle. P2 Fraud Watch team. Yeah, P2 didn't really accomplish much there, right? Like it just ate a Toxic and then just kind of sat there and died. Eventually, like yeah, I didn't really get to do much that battle. All right, what do we have next? We have Big Swiggus. I have a Doc because there's alts. Yeah, it's friggin' Zubu Royale on some dumbass alt. Look, my alt's not my username, so like I can't really talk too much, but like Zubu has like the most like random alts of like literally all time. Like what is Bobby 3005? What is this alt? Like yeah, at least I use the same one, right? But like he was like fucking Real Apple and freaking Classic. Now he's Bobby 3005. What are we doing here? What are we doing with these? Let's take a little bit of a look at this matchup. We have Raikou into Blissey, Steelix, and Meganium. So there's a little bit of... I use a different alt every game in Classic, my bad. Never let them know your next move. Classic was a little bit easier because like I had like a better idea of like who the alts were. Real Apple 100 is the best alt. Alakazam gonna eat this team. Alakazam does look kind of fire here, right? Like into... Oh, there's Shout Out Relicanth. Oh, this is the Relicanth guy. This guy won with Relicanth in pools. Yeah, Zam looks pretty good here. We have pretty good Raikou counterplay from Zugu's side. Blaziken looks okay-ish. Yeah, I think this is a decent Zam matchup. So I think Zam will probably have... Classic 60 me on 30,000. There's also that. Good lead against the Glalie, right? Like Glalie always kind of the most obvious lead. So if your lead is good versus Glalie, you're probably pretty happy with the situation you put yourself in. Get Toxic off on Cloyster early. So like in this kind of hazard war. I love the speed tiers in the middle. Yeah, this is like one of the few like docs that actually does this, I think. Like most other league and tour docs just like don't put the speed tier. So it is like it is super nice for stuff like this, especially for commentating, even if you put this stuff in your own doc. All right, big chip. We're gonna each be flying here. Yeah. So, like early on, like we've toxic the Cloyster, which is nice. Traded a spike each. Go Glalie on the Zapdos. It's eat the hidden power. We should just see another spike here, right? Oh, we just see straight up boom. Okay, so Glalie trades for Blaziken. There wasn't a ghost, so that was pretty free, and like they were never going Steelix, so that boom is pretty good. I'm trying to think. I forget what situation we were in with the boom. It's probably a boom. Maybe ice. I don't know. I might have typed sharp momented myself there by making a guess. We got a toxic on the Zapdos too, so like this is looking pretty good for Swiggus, right? Like we've toxic the Cloyster, we toxic the Zap, and like we gotta deal more to this Meganium, get a toxic on that or something. But like we're slowly piecing together what we need for the our end game to come through here. But we are like we got our Raikou toxicked. And then we just lost a bunch of HP on Hariyama instead of going Claydol. So like some of the early advantage we would have had looks to kind of be falling apart. Now we do get a spin off here, which is nice, and we are out on Cloyster. So it is incentivized to like attack you instead of getting up a spike. And it is going to elect to rapid spin instead. So kind of trade out the hazards here, but this Meganium is coming in every time, and we need something for it. Yeah, we're HP grass? Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. That can't be our HP, right? In this game? That just doesn't make sense. Ludicolo has to eat a T-Wave here. Why not HP Fire? Why not HP, like, yeah, HP Fire? I was thinking HP Ice, right? Because you hit the Steelix as well. HP Water, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Either or the HP, I think should hit both the Meganium and the Steelix, probably. It hits Licks and Mega. Yeah, maybe HP Fire is just a little bit better than... I don't know. Either way, not what we did. Alright, we got Dragon Dance Charizard doing 37. That is a small amount of damage, and it's going to be threatened out here. Charizard was trying to do something there, but Charizard unfortunately did not cook. Oh, we try to get our Hariyama in, position that for free, but it looks like we're going to get caught by Zapdos again, and now we're just going to have to eat a T-Bolt with Ludicolo. This is an awkward spot for Ludicolo, right? Like, if you get paralyzed here, like, you're in a lot of trouble. And we just go for the Toxic there. Probably trying to catch the Meganium. We have to catch the Meganium at some point, right? Like, otherwise, this battle's just not... Like, we're not going to be able to make progress on that Pokemon at all. Like, our Charizard here is at 18%, and, like, they just get to go Blissey every time. Like, even Blaze boosted Flamethrower is doing 23%. Like, that's horrible. Claydolin, you probably want to spin here. Or just go for the Earthquake. Alright, Protect a Scout. Oh, Protect a Scout for the boom is nice. So they just must not have had coverage then for Claydol. So there you go. You get a nice Protect to keep your Claydol, and now you get an opportunity to spin, and you don't have to deal with hazards the rest of the game, which is going to be pretty nice considering our Raikou is toxic right now. Though, like, this Blissey... Alright, we're Rest Raikou. Okay. That's a lot better for us then. That's going to make this game a little bit easier to play around. This might get long then, if we're Rest Raikou. Like, we could probably take on this Blissey long term, if that's the case. We still have to get rid of the Meganium, and without the hidden power to do it, I think that's still the biggest problem, right? Like, the combination of Blissey and Meganium, given our hidden power situation, doesn't leave us with many options. Alright, so hazards are gone for the rest of the game now, so that's good for Swiggus. We're in a position where we're low. We don't have Boom, though. And Zam finally comes out here on the Protect. This is a good turn for Zam now, because, like, you just get to attack here for free, right? Or you get to go for Substitute. I was going to say, like, you have to play around Encore there. Now you lose your Charizard, one of your best ways of beating Meganium, and it looks like... I'm pretty sure Zam should just be able to, like, clean up here. Yeah, if it's Sub-CM especially, you're going to be able to kill this Claydol. And now, like, the rest of your opponent's team, like, what do you even do, right? How do you even beat this threat at +1? Big Zam truther. I think Zam's pretty good. I like Zam. I think people have, like, it's been overpriced in a lot of boards. in the past, but I think it's a super cool mon. And I think if I'm looking like what I'm trying next time, or what I want on my team, maybe building a good Zam team is at the top of my list. I'm not sure. I have so many things that I, in theory, want to try and maybe do better with, but I think it's high key better most of the stuff in 14. What's in 14? Can you see this on stream chat? Yeah, you can. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's better than like Regice, Registeel, or Claydol. Like it might be in the Jolteon Metacham range, right? Like it's probably better than that. But like I don't think it's better than the defensive pieces in that tier. Let me turn my light on in my room. I have natural lighting, but the natural lighting is not. Hey, it's not doing it, unfortunately, right now. Welcome to living by the ocean. It's foggy and muggy outside all the time. It's actually snowing today, which is crazy work. I think the speed tier is the biggest thing, right? And the fact that it has Encore are like its two like big, the two big draws to it for me. Like having a really fast Encore user is super relevant in this format. Oh, here we go. Fucking top 5 draft player of all time. It's just bad Espeon. You just say it's snowing? It is snowing. It was snowing earlier, at least. I don't know, man. That's just where I live. It's fucking terrible. Who did J-Scurf play? This pooper guy. Who comes up with the... What is this guy's fucking account name? Shout out to Canada. Yeah. How much cheaper is Espeon? Like 2 or 3 more points cheaper? Bro, what is this guy's username? This is why we need Godscraft in the stream. Oh, Charlie sent his replay. We'll throw that at the end of the list there. His name is Pooper. I know that, but like... Oh, it's one goop. Okay. Sick. All right, we'll take that. We found it off his name. Its name is crazy. I had 6 points left over. I think I did something wrong. I did notice that we had like a few extra points. I felt like there were times where I felt like I wasn't going to use my whole budget, so maybe things are a little bit cheaper than they could be. But you definitely, I think if you're leaving points on the board, you're probably doing something wrong in your drafting. Controlling the general compare Espeon's data is head and shoulders above Zam's. Yeah, it might be. All right, let's go. God, J-Scurf. We got to put our J-Scurf glaze out here. I really liked J-Scurf's team, so I kind of wanted to see us actually play it this time. All right, so we DD Dragonite on... Oh, there we go. We got Ice Beam too. Yeah, DD Dragonite on the HP Ice, but we're going to be able to live and just put like 1,000,000 damage here. Like we just get a full 175% worth of HP off lead here, which is super good. What's the reason to have points at all in an auction? So like the idea behind points is that it gives you, it kind of forces people's teams to be comparable in terms of power level. So like the teams are like the goal, like that's basically the goal, is so like teams look comparable, especially in these tournaments across drafts. So like people will roughly have the same power level of teams in these type of tournaments. More people drafting Zam brings a lower, less people drafting. Bad drafters and make a pure auction. Yeah, that's kind of the problem, right? Is that like, I love free draft and I think free draft is fun. But I think like generally the experience is better if you have like kind of force teams to exist as like a certain power level. So now we get Gyarados in here, just break the Registeel, eat this hidden power here and just fucking D-dance. Second time we've eaten a super effective hidden power to get D-danced on, and now we just lose our Tentacruel. Bro, what is this replay? Why did J-Scurf just cook our opponent? Okay, nice crit. Alright, J-Scurf, you're fucking lucky. Oh, does this thing just win? Well, this was not an exciting replay. Is that Puff? Are you in there? What's up, big dog?
Yep, that's good.
We just watched J-Scurf completely Mickey his opponent. Top 5 player victory right there. What we got next? This is Wildcat versus Dawn, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wildcat.
This is a good one.
Yeah, Wildcat are the world record holder for Battle Factory, it turns out.
Yeah.
Versus Don
And I
Mitz,
think,
who's been in the community for
what
like
did he place last year? Do you know?
top 8, I think. I'm trying to remember if it was
Something like
top
that.
8.
I know he was in top 16. I think he might have got top 8 though.
I think he was top 8 and then lost like his top 8 game and lost his loser side. Wildcat fan. Wildcat is fire. And then Don Mitz, been around the community forever.
Yep.
All right, shout out to the Battle Factory names. All right, Body Slam. Honestly, doing a lot. I thought Wildcat wouldn't even top 16. I think he was top 8 by the end of it. Ooh, Dragonite, big damage on Starmie there. And especially with Blissey, yeah, you're just going to have to recover that off. With Blissey in the back, no reason to attack. We're trying to wish into something. Probably just stay in. Or just go into Ursaring. This Ursaring should eventually just be able to break through this Hitmontop, right? Like, it already is broken through, pretty much. We see no item on this. So is this like a Lychee Berry set, maybe? Alright, crit on the Steelix. Sped F drop is a little annoying. Probably Thief. Oh, true. Thief is a good point. Well, we should try to Fire Punch. No burn. Lucky. Easy. Hey, never worried about getting burned on Fire Punch. Feels like Wildcat's team just like... I feel like every other turn we're taking like a massive damage and not making a lot of progress on
like
John's team.
His one hard hitter is Ursaring. Well, I guess also Moltres, but
well, we get paired there. That's not
but they can't get through the combination of Bliss and Steelix.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Like, we have to sack our Starmie here now, and that's only to like put like Ursaring in range of this. I guess we get this.
Yeah.
So we start to make some progress. Looks like we're just going to intimidate shuffle this and get rid of this Hitmontop. Kind of did its thing now that Ursaring's gone. Damn, that's a lot of fucking damage.
Yeah, that's banned.
Yeah, that's a choice ban I've ever seen one. So like, despite the fact that like Blissey is holding back a lot of this team, right? We've still pulled out, like we've still taken 2 of the pieces here. And enough of our Pokemon should be able to actually pressure that. Oh my god, that's a pretty good crit. Yeah. Does Regice... Why are we not going Blissey? I guess Blissey might not make progress and this can like 2 a KO, but... Yeah, the fact that like Blissey has been like holding this team back like a decent amount. Like we've still taken like so many Pokemon here.
I think he didn't go because of fear of Boom, but now like
the Boom's so free, right? Like the Steelix is so low. And like everything here should just be Blissey that you might as well just like put yourself in that position. Alright, looks like, oh my god, another crit. Gonna basically neutralize any effect that Wish had here. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, it's crazy.
but getting that Wish off was huge anyway.
Yeah, like the Wish is huge. Then like getting double crit is just like insane. Like there's just like, what do you do?
Yeah.
This Blastoise like low key, like
it wins.
It wins, right? Like you have to like dodge the flinch.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you just kill.
That is the one win gun.
Wow, that was yeah, shout out to Blastoise for winning that one. That one could have been that could have been a diabolical game, given all those crits. But Godstoise coming through in the end. Oh, this is a 2 ADV champions, correct?
Yeah.
Friedel for Wi-Fi U, I think is their username.
I'm not sure what
tours
leagues. But yeah, they've both won at least something.
For sure. Chat, we got, what, 19 people in here and only 12 likes? I think we can get a little higher than that, chat. For Friday 1 CBT, Friedel 1 G-Draws, both 16-player leagues.
Oh, okay. Okay. So nothing crazy.
Yeah. Shout out Scrap for always knowing. All right, go Registeel on the Melodic here. Just take that Surf. Ooh, this could be a problem now. Toxic Hariyama. We don't have Great Guts switch-ins. I guess this can switch in, but... Oh, I guess we're gonna get the double on that, though, which is pretty nice. Kind of want to do maybe like Toxic there to like take advantage of this and like put pressure on this Donphan from doing that more long-term, but... Looks like we might just be playing this sequence out over the next couple of turns. Thick Fat Yama instead? Yeah, it could be Thick Fat. I don't know. I always just like panic when I see like when you Toxic it gets Pokemon, right? Like you it just could get danger very fast and just start taking like infinite damage. All right, we Toxic. We're just trying to get this thing low. I mean, it's gonna be refresh recover, so like we're not like really making much progress. But at least we can encore this here now. Yeah, we're trying to encore just to like keep it lower. Are you gonna watch the Zinc game? If it's live, we can. We're gonna watch games live.
Happened.
Oh, did it already happen? Oh,
Yeah.
Did I have it on my dock? Oh, can someone link me to it? That's 240 turns. It was on my list of games to watch, but I didn't have the replay for it. Scrap, if you can DM me the replay for it, that'd be fire. Same problem I had versus Milo? Yeah, it looks like it.
I think that's the longest game of the tour so far. The Zinc game was.
That makes sense. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, I think the only other one was that one where they were switching permanent turns, but that ended up being like 180 turns. It was like quite a bit less. Insane hidden power click. Look, I appreciate the the effort. All right, big crit. Yeah, this is definitely Thick Fat, probably.
Yeah, if this was Guts, I feel like this would have been...
This could have been...
went differently.
Yeah, this could have been massive. Like, we would have... I feel like we got to be doing something besides T-bolting into the Donphan every time.
Like, you're really only Thick Fat for Articuno, which likely won't even come.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I guess it's likely to
It
come
could be... is that Guts?
then.
It could be Guts damage. I could be wrong. I had Coxer off.
I didn't actually see
It was like 70%, and it might actually be Guts.
Oh, 70? Okay, I thought it only did 50. I was like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we have like a Toxic that or HPI, so we got to put some HP pressure on this Donphan instead of just like letting it like infinitely stay healthy in this battle. Especially where like I guess it doesn't matter because like Melodic just like walls the team for like eternity, right?
Yeah, he doesn't have much to break through it.
Alright, we got a Rock Slide off, which is nice. Start to put some chip on this Pokemon, which means we can be a little bit more aggressive with our clicks with Ampharos, maybe. No, we're just going to come into Melodic and just in power.
Yeah, Friedel kind of trolled because I think it already happened, but this Registeel was at like 8%.
Yeah, and he fucking hidden powered instead of served.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was trying to catch the Gara, but like, if Gara comes in, who cares?
Yeah, right? Like, your sequences
like,
are super
you just
fine
do it
into
the next
Gara.
turn.
Like, if you, yeah, you might as well take away the Registeel while you have the chance.
Exactly. And like, it just made this, Hariyama just die to Toxic because of it. Like, in the long run, you're just not living. So, I didn't like that play. I thought that was one of the worst plays of this whole game.
Yeah, no, agreed. We go for the Rock Slide. Wow, 9%.
Because it's also forcing him to like have to make a correct click every time Hariyama's in, and he hasn't been, you know?
Yeah. And there's like Donphan comes in, takes nothing, right? Like that play is super free.
Yeah.
When like if you maybe had Toxic or something on Ampharos, like we maybe like it's punished for coming in for free like that all the time. Friedel beat Friday to win the finals in G-Draws. Did a mini kill. That's crazy. Wow. I'm gonna be this healthy. Look, Donphan, dude, this is like a Vano replay. Like, this is what Veno thinks Donphan does in every generation. What's happening in this game? All right, we're crit. We gotta rest up though. Yeah, like we're just never breaking this Registeel here. When like, it's so frustrating. Like we would have had that down, and then
Yep, exactly.
yeah, it's
It,
like
it wasted so many turns, and now Yama's dead because Sand toxic. You know, like this thing would have still been at 50%. This Yama, if none of that, if that Registeel wasn't alive.
yeah.
Like yeah, it gave it more free turns to come in, but I don't care. It's
An aggro refresh is more forgivable. That's true. Yeah. Anything besides freaking hidden power electric, like even surf damage is not like trivial on the Gyarados, right? Like it's good to like just start like getting some chip on that Pokemon. All right, roar out. We get this Pokemon in. Putting up the great test performance, true. Okay, we live this and finally get a hidden power off on this Pokemon, but like we've taken so much damage on this Ampharos, like when we could have just like made that play earlier in the game. And now in comes Zam. And Zam might be getting to work here. Armaldo comes back in. So like Armaldo will be able to hold this back for now, but
I don't get that click either.
Yeah, I don't see the earthquake
yeah,
here.
I guess there is Registeel Steel.
Yeah,
still,
and if we're
but
switching out, like maybe we're just scared of this guy, we're not staying in.
you have to start making boneheaded plays at this point.
You gotta find like give your opponent a chance to lose this game, right? BQ is very bad. Yeah, it's unfortunately Friedel is getting cooked, and unfortunately it's for a good reason.
I just wish there were so many lines that could have been taken that weren't, and
yeah, it felt like we had the tools. We just needed to make like a play or two, like just either make the safe play or like we gotta make like need to make like one play against the Donphan, and like kill the Registeel. Like this game could have been so much different.
Yep.
Not like we just live this and just shout out Rock Blast. Now Articuno comes out, I assume. This outspeed and kill. Well, we still have Melodic, right? Like Melodic is never getting beaten by this guy. Oh yeah, there's still Immense in the back. I don't think Immense
can heal Bell off the damage.
Yeah.
There was no point in clicking HP Electric over Surf there, in my opinion.
Oh, big Ice Beam. Beast Articuno. Celebi in the mud. And you just get to recover that off. You just get to spam Ice Beam, right? Like you're just out dealing. So like this is just super free. Wow. Epic Shadow Ball. The one game Articuno was useful. Dude, this is an Articuno legacy game right here. Alright, we die to Hidden Power. We go free to Alakazam. Looks super... Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I feel like we had the tools that could have won us this game, but we just didn't go for it. Like we just... I think we just didn't take any of the plays we needed to enable the team that we had in this battle. And Zam gonna clean up this battle here at +1 with Psychic after a Calm Mind, and then surely the Ice Punch. Should have smoked this, honestly. Yeah, I think like 1 or 2 plays, and this could have been a smoke for Friedel. All right, are we gonna watch the Zinc Lulu Ronaldo game? I mean, I had it on my list to watch. The fact that it is 240 returns is a little bit much, but
I can tell you when to start skipping, but
yeah. We'll watch it. You know what? I had it on my list. Get ready to fast forward.
Once like Zinc has like 3 Pokemon, I think that's when you can start skipping. Or maybe it's 4.
Chat, we got what, 21 people, 15? Let's get to 20 likes for watching 240 turns incoming here. All right. Wow, that's an embarrassing
Dude, look
amount
at
of
that, dude.
What the hell? Are we fucking are we modest lax? What the hell? Modest lax is crazy.
Right when I saw that shit, I was like, oh no. Oh no.
No, we are cooked. Modest lax. 39 is fucking crazy work. Alright, come back into our modest lax. Take a two-way, which is not great.
This is the longest ever, because I know there was a really long one in this team tour that I'm playing in right now, but
yeah, the longest one currently in the dock at least.
But yeah, in Scraff stuff.
All right, we got a focus punch off here. Big counter to break the sub. An individual ADV draft history. Okay. we set a new parameter to make sure that the agenda worked.
No, don't add them. Because it's less based on just that one player. I mean, it would help my my win-loss, but no, don't.
Yeah, Team Tour is, yeah, I don't know, more melodic walling everything gameplay. True. Melodic is broken. I think that's the calc I gotta run. I gotta draft melodic again. Machoke is actually nice for 1 point. It seems like it. I saw a few people like pick it up for 1 point. In this tournament. Paralyzing the Milo, not the best idea. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna yeah, that happens sometimes. You go under teams themselves. That's hard, I guess.
Because teams aren't consistent.
For Mons data, yeah, I see it makes sense for Mons data more than player data. The question of whether you want the samples to be different, and I don't think it actually matters if they're of difference. Like if the Pokemon data set has more games than the player data set. The player data set is just like a fun thing, right? For like the players to enjoy and like to use for agenda posting. It doesn't like really speak to much else besides that. Yeah. Dude, the Scraff doc, just like I can't talk in servers anymore without people Scraff doc posting me. I can't say anything about anything anymore. It's truly a shame.
Yeah, you can't say that you're the ADB guy.
Yeah.
Also, this thing's called Free Day.
Yeah, Free Day's fucking cooking right now. This Facade Machoke is kind of going crazy. Will there be a player leaderboard in the future? We've discussed it. I think for probably general... I struggle to think whether it's healthy to have a leaderboard. The only leaderboard I know that's like super public is the DPL one. And that doesn't really generate a lot of toxicity, but...
A lot of team tours have it. No, but there's a Smogon leaderboard.
That's qualifying for their tour, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, does it add much to it? Knowing like where you rank compared to other players, or like are people gonna just use it to kind of be toxic about it or whatever? I don't know. It's one of those definitely has some toxicity. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like there's a Smoke on draft one, but I don't think people care about the draft one. Can you just pull up anyone's sets anyway? Yeah, I mean you could. I don't know. It's just not something that I think we necessarily want, but why bring Solrock instead of Ludicolo? That's a good question, to be honest. I feel like Ludicolo was like actually pretty decent here for Zink's side, but it could be some BP stuff. These look like troll builds from both sides. Kind of. All you can really pull up is win-loss and top tour placement. Some Scraff raking. Look at this Fly EQ Knight. Yeah, Fly EQ Knight makes sense here. Well, the thing is, like, you would create a leaderboard on who has the most wins and who has the best win rate, right? But it would, like, yeah, that could lead to bad pairs. I don't know. I think that like having access to your own personal win rate stuff is fun. Having access to the Pokemon win rate stuff is fun. I worry that people are not going to behave if they get access to seeing their name on a leaderboard and seeing like the whole player base on the leaderboard. They already troll when they have access to the win-loss data. Oh, a reason he brings Silra? Oh, yeah, I'm not even thinking. I got sidetracked on this topic. Yeah, I could see that then. Big body slam into the Gyarados, off to Regirock. Just curse up. My bad, Solrock Machoke in this game, by the way.
Yeah, I think that is correct. He had no flying resist outside of Jolteon, so DD Gara plus DD D-Knight could just...
True. No, that makes sense. No, I see that. Alright, go to Melodic here on the Focus Punch.
But it's kind of funny because Solrock is dead and neither one of those mons is
And
dead.
neither one of those ones have come out. The circuit is already healthiest for answering these questions. Everyone gets a chance to pull up and compete. Duplari, there's a spot like Immortal. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's the best way to do it. At least how we've enabled it. Alright. Yeah, Marvel Seal's fucking cooking right now.
It is a good ability.
Yeah, this Melodic is just like perma-walling the whole build.
But it's also perma-walled by...
Starmie.
Yeah.
Alright, we're just gonna start cursing up again. Now that Regirock is kind of low. Oh, we're just gonna go Dragonite. I'm starting to see how this went 200 turns. Yeah, it's starting to come into play here. We're starting to see how it all works out. There we go. A little Paralyze from the Snorlax.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this Pokemon just that much less effective. And now you have to switch out of Ice Beam here.
Yeah, honestly, Milo was probably enough to take on at least D-Knight. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, I see the Solrock vision still. Like, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to think through this matchup a little bit more, but...
The nice thing about Ludi would be that you can constantly click Leech Seed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Leech Seed is super free into Lou Rinaldi's team. Damn, how many Focus Punches? Yeah, Focus Punch is 32. Ludi Leech Team's the whole team for free. Yeah, just like a more residual chip on this team would be nice, especially where we haven't gotten up spikes yet, which is a little annoying. I guess we might have. We did earlier, but they got spun away. Alright, looks like we're just trying to sub up on this Melodic, take advantage of some paralyzes. Though we're kind of in the same position where we could get paralyzed ourselves. Oh, that's tough. Okay, there we go. Saved. Free HP.
Yeah.
That's the this was in DD Rescara. It's hard, right? Because like I think there's definitely like a strong argument to needing multiple coverage moves here, so you don't really have like the room for it.
Well, over sub.
I guess over sub, yeah, if you want to do that, but then like you're kind of susceptible to some random hidden powers on this team. Yeah, or T-Bolt Wheezing for sure. I mean, we got the sub up, but like this guy's just not doing anything.
What percent is the Fori at? I'm just curious.
It's at 72.
Whatever. It's Fortress.
Yeah, Fortress. Yeah, I mean, you're liking to get spikes up at some point, but the Starmie comes in on so many things.
Yeah, the Starmie comes in every time, but
yeah.
I'm just wondering why he didn't try using that to deal with the Machamp instead of the Solrock.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah.
choke.
Even though, yeah,
Or-
even with it being in guts, right? Like, yeah, like you have counter, you just counter that guy, take it away. HP bug 4, he smoked it. True. We're gonna be here for a bit. Yeah, it looks like we're settling into this one.
Yeah, you can start skipping if you want. This goes on for a while. Because, like, every needed full pair never happens.
Mm-hmm.
And it almost stalls him out of every single move on Regirock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Regirock is at like what? Like one, yeah, one sub, 4 rock slide, 11 focus punches. So your final substitute here, but like Melodic is just gonna break this sub. Mm-hmm. Regirock struggle is gonna go crazy. True, we're getting there. We're not even halfway yet.
Yeah, you're not even halfway.
Yeah, we're not halfway. We're gonna struggle at some point. Big freeze doesn't matter because we're
Big
natural
freeze.
cure. We can just thaw that out immediately. Get Raikou in on the refresh. We finally get rid of the paralyze after using it to basically completely wall out.
This is a tough situation for Milo because it did want to run like HP Electric and Ice Beam
Mm-hmm.
and refresh and recover and surf.
Yeah.
But maybe just going with that HP Electric plus Ice Beam would have been a better situation. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, yeah, you're not doing as much to the Reggie, but like you're at least hitting both Gara and D-Knight and Starmie. Like
Makes
getting
sense.
actual damage on Starmie, so it's forced to recover.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, like it's coming a few times here, and it's like just at 89. Like it's barely taken like any damage at all. All right, taking in power here +1, paralyze. Don't think it's gonna really matter too much, but well, I mean, we're gonna just get every pair, right? Yeah. Okay. Finally, a modest Snorlax kills the Gyarados. This EQ here, right? Alright, you just go Melodic. You can always just go Melodic. It's super safe here. No reason to play around, like play into paralyze for no reason. Yeah, this is where the HP Electric would have been nice, right? Like you're just doing nothing. Like you're gonna run it up. Like you're out of Surf PP already.
Even HP Grass would have been nice because it hits both the Regirock and the
Yeah,
Moon.
exactly.
I don't know, just
Something to make offensive progress, right? Like something to do on these turns. All right, we get a rest off. So we're rest, curse, Snorlax. It's going to be a free turn to go into our Regirock. But now we don't have any. We have one Surf. Which like makes this Pokemon a lot less threatening, especially for the Regirock. We get back up to full too, but now we're like suddenly not pressuring that Regirock offensively.
What's Weezing at?
7%.
Oh, okay. Like if that thing had Pain Split and it was able to come in on like any of these turns, I think that would have been a really good play. Like doubling it in onto the Regirock.
Yeah, for sure.
But it could also not have Pain Split. I don't know what sets. All I know is I remember watching it and it was just like Flamethrower. And I'm like, what? Or was that this game? I might be thinking of the wrong game.
Yeah, it's a different game. Nothing here is Flamethrower, I don't think, unless the Weezing did. No. Alright, now we're finally starting to use recovers. Where are we at with recover? 14, so we've used half of them already. Body slam. This thing still has 4 focus punches, so we gotta be mindful of that. Alright, we get paralyzed again. Let's go.
But the 4 focus punches doesn't matter for Snorlax because I mean, I guess if it's parried, then it does. But
yeah, and we played around that for like a consistent amount of time. Just like if we get parried, it does Although we are paired right now, it does make these turns a little bit more difficult. There we go. 3 more left. I'm going to feed my cat for the sake of doing something different. Yeah, if you want to do anything else for the next couple of minutes, hey, we got free time. We're going to be here for a minute. I think this is the only replay we have like this. I hope the other replays are not. It shouldn't be to this extent.
You can probably skip through another 50 turns.
Yeah, I was going to say, at what point? All right, so it looks like we
go.
Get into setup war here. +1 doing...
I can't believe how much
+1 doing fucking 50 is nasty. Oh, that's a pretty good crit.
But it makes sense because, like, look. Zink's team has a 130 and then an 85. So, Raiku's just going to be, like, no speed. Like, what's it need the speed for?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just bulk.
We got a live game coming soon? Perfect. Alright, looks like we finally get rid of... We're going to try to get rid of Weezing here. JK, we had a wish in the air. So we go. That's what I get for switching turns. I missed the wish. So Weezing's now back up, which is nice.
But the Lax dying to the crit
yeah, that's...
I think that, like, fully sealed the game. Because Lax could have still... Like,
I mean, with Curse especially, like Curse Rest, like you could have found a way to break through this team, right? Yeah.
Once the Regirock was out of focus punches, the Lax could have won.
Yeah, and we still had 3 though, but yeah, that crit definitely seals this game. And now like Raikou is just gonna even try to like set up past this Jolteon where it's CM Rest. I mean, this Jolteon still does a decent amount, though, right? Like, you can go kind of stall it out of moves, but... Alright. We'll play this until the live game happens.
Spike. Big spike.
We finally got a spike up. Let's go. Oh, hidden power bug, a big damage on our Starmie.
The fact that this Regirock is back
to full is crazy. So yeah, it's super wild. Yeah, it is actually HV bug, yeah. Alright, now we're just going to try to Parrot Flinch a bit. How many rocks? We only have 3 rock slides left. Like, we're almost just out of full PP on this Pokemon.
Yep.
So this Pokemon, like, genuinely will be useless this soon. Alright, start just wasting Thunder Waves. What was the percentage healed by Regirock?
I'm pretty sure it was less than Raikou, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
They were both in the 500s. Or damage taken.
Yeah.
Because at the end, I think it's like Raikou is just out on the field for a while. I could be remembering incorrectly.
Mm-hmm. Of course, yeah.
Scraf knows the numbers.
Yeah, with Scraf, yeah, if we ever have a question, Scraf, he'll know the answer.
He posted them in, I think, Spectators.
Ugh, wow, chat, we got 29 people. I think this is our peak viewership for not the peak game of the stream. It was kind of funny. Yeah, what is he paralyzing the Milo? He has nothing else to click. He has like 4 moves that deal damage. I'm just gonna skip through this.
Yeah, Raikou recovered 572.
Jesus.
And Regirock recovered 522. So.
Alright, we keep playing the T-Wave game. Get Fortress in. Hidden Power, Fire. What? Why are we Zap Canning and what are we doing here? Regirock did 522 with lefties. Yeah, that's crazy work. Yep. 522 with just leftovers is nasty behavior. This Roar is going to come out with the Wish in the air. Here comes Regirock. This now has still 4 attacks that do damage. The Melodic is now paralyzed in full HP. Alright, we paralyzed the Weezing now. Let's dodge Willow, take a Psychic. We're getting Jolteon at least, which is nice.
How many T-Bolts does it have left?
It has to 19, so it still has a lot. Like, it hasn't really been involved in this game, honestly, at all.
Yeah, but that's excluding pressured ones.
Oh, true. I always fucking forget about that, yeah.
I don't know why Gen 3, they don't show the pressured amounts.
There was a reason. I should probably know off the top of my head, but... Okay, we got
like,
Reed.
even if it doesn't show it on the cartridge, like, who cares? Just frickin' show it. This is not real.
Yeah. Alright, Hidden Power crit. Keeps this thing at low HP. It shows it to the players.
To the player, which player?
Realize the turn counter. Jeez.
It might have been fixed. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to ask. Spectator bug. I thought they fixed. Oh, okay. The turn counter. Yeah, we're not that far off the end. Don't worry, chat. In theory.
Yeah, like 20 turns.
Yeah, we're almost at the end, and we got a live game coming up soon, so we're gonna pivot from replays to a live battle here in a second.
How many more games do you have?
I have 7 more replays.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do 2 live games.
Okay.
And then that should be good. That'll probably get us to 6 o'clock Atlantic time. And then we can see Waterloo win the Hockey National Championship. Someone led it earlier this storm. Am I the first person in recorded ADV draft to lead Rhydon? Let's go. Shout out Max, first ever Rhydon lead. I wish my game was completed so you could show mine. True, yeah, your opponent was just scared of the spectators. I don't know what happened.
What happened?
Python's opponent just like forfeited at 6-5 and then posted in-game chat. Man, I should have allowed spectators, and no one typed in the chat.
Oh no.
I was like, wait, what? What are we talking about here? Alright, we just keep going. Raikou, what is the PP at? I mean, this Jolteon's still high PP. I assume we're just going to try to rest this off. Yeah. Dude, I was told this is 240, and we got a lot of Pokemon still here. So we see Roar on a sleep turn.
I just realized that third slot for teams, I don't think has been used since prior to Plains.
Which slot?
The one with demo in it.
Oh, this is a separate doc. I have a separate doc.
Okay.
So people I was using the Manio doc, and then someone like changed it on me midstream. I'm like, okay, we can't be doing this. So I have a copy of the doc, so I can not have people. It's not stream material. Yeah, Psych Up Sudowoodo going off. True. It would have been nice, but all right.
This is the end. Last 10 turns. The last Focus Punch.
There we go. Focus Punch it down. We had the refresh off. Surface gone as well. All right, late game spin on turn 254. Keeping hazards. I honestly don't know what I'm doing at this point.
The comment on the end is just so funny.
Oh, you know what? Hey, you know what? Fair enough. Yeah. At that point, like, yeah, all right. GG. We'll go next. You know, I respect that. All right. We should have a live game here soon, chat.
Yeah. No, I mean, neither team broke, so.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it was very possible for Zinc to make it through unless Lou really threw. By not ever clicking the healing move.
Man, I'd
What
be
time is that game?
it should be now. Unless they just never shared it live. Hold on, let me find this user.
Was it Hypno? Oh wait, no. That was...
No. It's Singing Crow versus the Large Moose. Let me go shout out. Shout out the IDM room. Oh, that is. They didn't fucking share it. Oh, it's only on turn 1. Okay, there we go. That's better. All right, chat. We got a live game.
Nice.
A large Oman Goose versus... oh, no, it's a Reven for the win. Yeah.
This is the guy that I think he won the Kalis draft tour, even though it's not the same type of draft. But...
Yeah. In power, boom. Big 70. Gotta suck the Showdown account just to find the game. Yeah, I know. People just, you know, don't want us to watch. We're too judgmental.
You can drop it in live battles.
They did drop it in live battles, yeah. I went there and I saw that they, like, were playing a game and I was like, oh my god, they're, like, playing and just didn't share. But it was literally off lead. And they were just, like, showing it. Are we gonna spike up at least here? Do we have spin?
I would have. I don't know. I might have killed the Gera there.
Yeah, I guess like where's Spike helping us here?
No, it helps with a lot.
Yeah, it's good. I was gonna say it's good versus Metagross Rich.
It helps everything except Flygon and the Gera that's out right now.
Yeah, but you can revenge the Gera with like Infinite here. So, yeah, actually weakening this Pokemon and getting a Spike up is a pretty good lead. All things considered.
To be honest, the Oma should have just been Salic if that's kind of what he was planning on doing.
Yeah, not having leftover. Yeah, if we were just gonna sack lead it. What's the matchup breakdown? This is the matchup here on the chat. Unless I'm blind and didn't put it up. No, I did.
Focus Punch probably does a lot. Focus Punch into Fire move might kill.
We gotta start running HP Grass. True. HP.
Boring. Boring.
Yeah, substitute, run the broken move. Come on. It's there for a reason.
Oh, wait, okay. It was Roar. Never mind.
Alright, we're saved. HP Electric. Does this thing get Thunder Punch?
It doesn't learn Thunder Punch yet.
Oh, it doesn't?
Not until
Okay.
Gen 5, I think.
Okay, interesting.
Like
yeah, HP Electric.
That's like the main difference between it and Typhlosion.
Yeah.
In coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Crow did kind of get a very favorable thing to come in, but...
Jeez, we got another sub? Yeah, Flygon just walls us for eternity, though. Especially at -1.
Isn't this what happened to the last time that... Was that Mongoose's game that we watched? On stream last week?
Ah, damn. I think we did watch one of their games last week, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that it was this Flygon just walling, like,
yeah.
everything.
Unfortunately, this
though
Flygon
Flygon
has
sucks.
fucking crit. Has a crit by arrow, and now we're in danger territory. Is there even? There's not even like this team is super offensive. Like there's not even a good opportunity to like get this HP back. I guess if we literally let it get the HP back here. I don't
Yeah,
like
'cause
this.
now it
I don't
protects.
like subbing there at all.
Now it protects.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, let's get
Awesome.
another crit. I
Uh,
mean, that's always a possibility.
yeah, that can always happen. That's
Dude, this could be the my tech from freaking ADV Cup Smogon.
your ADV Cup tech of just critting everyone.
Yeah, scope lens Aerodactyl.
Let's go. Just trying to maximize the crit.
Well, no, because I was into like a Intim spam, so I was just like, why not? If they're just
Fucking
gonna
YOLO,
instant
yeah.
push
No, I
back
see.
in.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I see your vision. Personal opinion, sub arrow is really bad. I feel like the part of the problem with arrow is it feels super weak without choice band.
Yeah.
So like I feel like you almost like toxic is like a better way of like doing something that's not just like spam EQ and rock slide. And sub like you sub and like they're still going into the guy that like walls you or tries to wall you, but now they like actually can when you don't have a choice band.
Dude, Nidoqueen is a fucking goat.
Yeah, that
Holy
took like
shit.
fucking nothing. 57? Shrug that off. It's not gonna shrug off the Flygon EQ though.
Yeah, this was unfortunate, but bro still has a Celebi in the back though.
That's true. We haven't seen that come out yet, and we still have like what, Jolteon left maybe? Jolteon looks like it kind of does some work here too. Jolteon's actually kind of fire here. Whenever you get an opportunity to get it in. Oh. Oh.
Did he just? Oh my goodness.
That was a waffle turn. I guess it's... Oh, wait. Are we not... Oh, no.
It's slide, bug, protect.
Are we roar? This is a roar set right here.
No way.
No way it's roar.
It
Roar,
can't be roar.
roar Flygon into Nidoqueen?
With no spike? No, it ain't roar, dude.
Dude. No, I mean roar as in the user roar. The no stab special.
Oh.
Yeah, no, not roar. No. Roar Flygon? True, yeah, this is fucking roar Flygon. I was gonna say, man, like, this just looks like a crap turn, but, like, wow. If you just don't have EQ, then Synchro's probably just is cheering right now. This is huge. Oh my god. Wow.
Dude, Crow is...
Yeah, alright, yeah. You kind of got your ass beat on that sequence. That's tough. Yeah, that one's tough. Sometimes you can just be different with it. Alright, we get this in. This is not super great for us, though. Arrow's a crit flinch merchant still? True. So this is like probably a sub Lychee Berry then, considering we're sub. And we don't have leftovers.
Yeah, now he's just gonna try to maximize damage.
Mm-hmm. We're hitting the gritty on the rest of this team. Well, it's gotta kill this guy first. Doesn't even need to keep our upper speed. Flygon's fat, and the next fastest is Pikachu. Does it even kill? I don't even think it does, I'll be honest. Regice is broken. Like, there's like a good chance that this just doesn't kill. See how this game's gone earlier? It'll probably crit, but... Chat, we got, what, 25 people in here and 18
Yeah,
lives?
I don't even think Ada kills, but...
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Regardless, getting the damage off is so important. Because this is the one thing that's holding...
Do we not
shit
have
back
Ice
from-
Beam?
He does.
Do we not want to
just-
kill this?
Wants to troll, I guess.
Yeah, don't we just want to kill this guy? I feel like we're making a lot of predictions that we maybe don't need to be doing. Like, if he's going to sub into Lychee Berry there, like, he's obviously going to stay in attack. You might as well take it with you. You got an extra turn of leftovers? You know what? I hadn't thought of it like that. That's a good point. Yeah, it is strictly better to 2-wave, never mind. Usually the gen chatters are wrong, but this time they got us. That was definitely the right play. So Fire Blast, get rid of this Pokemon now. So last is definitely, we guess we don't have a good. Gen Chatters won, everybody else 0. Yeah, the Gen Chatters are up today. They've taken some big L's recently, but they're winning now. Okay, so it is Jolteon last. Which, like, Thunderbolt is super powerful here. Like, what's the last? Probably... Dude, it might be Venusaur, I think. I don't know what would be a good last here. Like, Medicham just gets revenge.
Wait, what was that?
We just wished with our Jolteon here.
Yeah, he's... Okay, never mind. I thought he swapped back and forth between Flygon and Lapras. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. My bet's on Pikachu? It could be... Pikachu doesn't outspeed anything, though. Okay, so we get Jolteon back to full. And then we go Metagross.
But now this thing's a problem.
Yeah.
The meta is.
Yeah, like we just have to T-bolt it raw on the agility. Yeah. If Pika gets an agility, it's over. All right, goodbye Jolteon. I feel like we might have wanted to keep that around, but I guess I don't know what we necessarily do about this at this point.
Yeah, because he had to decide between going Celebi.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that was too important to keep, but...
Oh, plus attack is big, but what's HP on the Nido? Can't it live another one?
Yeah,
Nido's at 54, yeah.
It would have lived because it would have got lefties.
Mm-hmm.
He might have tossed it.
I mean, you live this
Just
though, right? Like, you should be able to get rid of the Metagross. I guess it depends on what the last is. You still have Nidoqueen. Dude, if it is Pikachu, does it win? No way you live a Zard hit, right?
Pika doesn't live a Zard hit, but if it is agility Pika, it can.
Oh, goodbye.
That sucks.
Well,
that super sucks.
Yeah, that's not good. Uh-oh. This might just friggin' die right now. At +3?
Yeah,
this could get... This is probably danger. Yeah, like at 86, I think we're just
cooked. Live? You just go Zard and hope to live. If it doesn't, whatever, you still kill with the Leech. But I think he just booms.
Alright, we lose this.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. Because what's the last? I mean, it's hard to break Lapras, right?
Yeah. Wait, this might be better, because Lapras might not kill.
Yeah, it doesn't kill.
Put you in Blaze. Oh, it didn't put him in Blaze.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they left you out of it.
If it's Medi last with just, like, Endure bullshit, then you gotta just...
Gotta put your hand
right move.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It's lefties.
Yeah. So you could sub here for Zard, right? Yeah, just sub into.
But what if they sub?
But like, yeah, but then like, yeah, like they sub like it's the same position. Okay.
Okay.
Well, now you got to hit. Watch him be endured now. That'd be so nasty.
No, it
Oh,
doesn't
it's
matter.
really a
It's
leftover.
good.
Bad, yeah. No, I can't read. Either way, GG's is crazy. Alright, are we going to the right or the left? Yep. Oh my god, that's so... You know what? If having either way GG's, I don't know if I'd be saying... I don't know if I'd feel GG. I mean, we got a couple crits, but... That's like... dude, doing the foreshadowing into actually...
I swear, that just makes you lose. Saying
Yeah.
shit like that.
Nah, you gotta be like, nah, GG, I'm taking this guy. That's mine.
No, you just don't say anything until the last move has been clicked.
True. Alright. Oh no, we gotta watch fucking Jason now? God, what do we do to deserve this?
That was a good game. No, this is actually a really good game.
He played I know he played it this morning. Or did he play it last night?
I think it was last night.
Yeah. I remember Jason...
You'll see.
Alright. The Jason endgame was so insane. Alright, let's see what we got.
Yeah, it was.
We're gonna do this, and then I'm gonna get a coffee, so I might leave you with the next one while I make a coffee to get through the day, but... Alright, let's see. T-Tar comes in on the Mischievous, gets Toxic. So that's good. There's no, we get Pursuit Trapped. That's tough. Okay, I remember seeing this turn. I haven't seen pretty much anything else besides that. Fucking getting Pursuit Trapped. That's super funny. Alright, so Mischievous got Toxic on the T-Tar, which will be pretty valuable, but it's special Tar, so it's not like endgame necessarily. So we get Bulk Up on Hitmonchan. I mean, we're probably going to be HP Ghost, so we just attack through this. Or, I don't know if it doesn't get shot up.
You know what I hate? All these fucking slow-ass Mischievous getting outsped by shit like Hitmonchan.
Yeah, dude, you gotta sometimes run your speed. Alright, so we trade off the Mischievous. So Mischievous got a combined 80% on both sides, basically. But we get the Toxic. I don't know, Mischievous had an okay. I remember this roll. Fucking Pikachu doing 44% to a Sceptile is nasty work.
And it wasn't even lefty, so it's just like, it is dying.
Yeah, like, you're, especially with the sand, like, you are just dying to the next one, which is hilarious. So we trade Toxics here, but both of these Pokemon will just lose this Toxic pretty much immediately. So it doesn't actually matter too much here. So we get Fortress and we just see the refresh, yeah. So 4 you can at least start getting some spikes up, right? Like, that's kind of nice. Like, Arcanine comes in, but you get a free spike here. There's this Fortress on Fortress action. I don't know if Fortress would be the last because we haven't seen revealed. But man, so like, yes, this comes in. And you're just healthy enough to prevent this, like, to get this... Oh, you just go for the Brick Break, okay. Alright, keep trying to get this guy low. So we should... Yeah, okay, so we have Spike Up the rest of the game now here for Zats. But Mence should be able to punch through a decent amount of a hole, even though there is a Swampert here. Nice
This was
burn.
big.
Yeah,
That
oh
was
my
huge.
god, yeah. Luckiest player alive, Jason.
Literally, like, that, I think, sealed, like, so much, like, pressure that...
Yeah, it steals so
that
much of the
would've been able to-
Swampert's fate, right? Like, just getting fucking burned out of the sky. Is
Because
super
it would have been
brutal.
actually able to EQ this Milo, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and force it to recover. Now it can't.
Yeah, that's just super tough. So we're just going to trade Toxics, recovers, just do the classic Milo versus a Blissey Gambit. Just chill out here for a bit. Jason would have deserved to get frozen there, I think. How much PP does Refresh have? It has 32. So it has double the PP of Toxic.
Yeah.
Milo stalks to the moon after this stream? True. I feel like Milo gets like a little bit of, I don't want to say hate, but like It's definitely one of those Pokemon that runs like literally 5 moves, but it's still so dominant against a lot of these teams. Like, just have so much difficulty breaking bulky waters, and Melodic is so good at like actually fulfilling that role. I don't know. All I know is that I'm drafting Melodic in the next Circuit Tour in like a couple months. All right, Brick Break. We're just trying to put damage on here. 3 spikes are up, so we gotta start putting some offensive pressure. Getting some damage going, but we're just gonna let them recover it all off. If we had a Leech Seed, I liked going for it there, but it looks like we didn't. Alright, I'm gonna skip through this a little bit. Okay, so we see a swap out to Swampert here. As we get up to full, like the Swampert, by doing this, is gonna start, like, it has to start taking some damage, especially a Surf here. Alright, it is Rest though. So like that burn has been like neutralized in terms of its impact on the game. No right click there. We're gonna run out of these Surfs quicker than we like. We're not actually making progress with any of these clicks because they just get to rest here again. Yeah, like we're just not doing anything if we're Jason here. I assume a crit's got to be coming soon, considering the fact that Jason won this. Spoilers in chat. All right, Toxic on the Blissey. Spoilers, yeah. Well, you know what? I don't feel bad about spoiling. All right, refresh. Okay. Let's get through these turns. All right, so we're at what? 13 Surfs now. They go back to Swampert. CM Bliss might have gone crazy. Yeah, the problem is there's still immense in the back, but it would have at least been able to break through most of this team. Then there's also Missy that can trap it. So there's a few things that kind of deter it in this matchup. All right. We're not watching this. Yeah, Sand triple, yeah, not enough to stop the Milo God. All right, it looks like we're going to try to go for a boom here from Zet's side. So we boom the Milo. Don't even kill. Well, we get God Pikachu in. What's Pikachu doing here?
All right, I'm back.
All right, so we lose a Milo. We go Salamence. So I assume this just gets outsped and killed. But we're going to go T-Tar on a Rock Slide? Why did we click Rock Slide there? What? Do we not have EQ? Okay, Brick Break, goodbye Tyranitar. Blissey. This doesn't even kill, right? Okay, we soft boiled. I don't like the soft boiled. Like, we're losing this sequence. Oh, we go for the flinch. We get it, right? No, we don't. Okay. We lose the Mens. How do we ever beat Blissey?
Yeah, that's the good. That's
yeah, here it comes.
Question.
Okay, so we Toxic.
Softboiled. Okay.
That's fine, right? The Rock Slide was crazy. I don't know what Jason was cooking there. That must have been a misclick. Crit, but we're Toxic now. How does the Blissey fucking lose?
You'll see. You'll see. It's only at 17 now.
Yeah. I mean, I see we let it get low. I don't like that. All right, goodbye Swampert.
So what he should have did there was like
Go Blissey.
swap back and forth.
Yeah. Okay, this outspeeds. That's like surprising, and that like I know Arcanine is faster, but like certainly our Pikachu should be faster. Should have doubled into anything else on grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to get that extra turn would have killed it.
Let's just everything. Yeah, we should have just swapped. Wow. Jason, luckiest dog alive. That is crazy work. Yeah, no, if we swap once, then we win there. But Pikachu, in fact, prep for. Yeah, I don't know if Jason ran the speed for Pikachu.
It had to be for Pika.
Maybe.
There's
Hey,
nothing else that it would be for.
that's true. I had the Misdreavus, and Pikachu is down to Misdreavus, or like below Misdreavus, which wouldn't make sense. But all right, I'm gonna make a coffee. What is this user's name in the doc? Chip versus Wombat Baby in 10. Alright, I'm gonna make a coffee and let Puff vibe with this one. What is this user names? Oh, I found it. It's the same as Rashada. I'm different. Alright.
Yeah, I don't think I watched this one, so.
Alright. Enjoy the game, chat. I'll be back in 1 second.
So, Beats Black is known pretty good player. I don't know who Suki is, but they just killed a Glalie. No problem. But this Poliwrath looks pretty good. Weezing is annoying, and so is the Meganium if it came. Ooh. Is this Belly Drum? No, it's Psychic. Okay. I'm like 1 turn behind. Let me look at the right thing. Focus Punch on the Pert swapping. No, that was dirty. that was a cool turn. Zam taking Brick, but that took so much. Why is Poliwrath looking like a god right now? I've drafted this thing and it never did anything for me, so I'm impressed. Smeargle just to die. Oh, never mind. Not to die at all. I did nothing. Is it time? Does this thing just win with a SD? Oh, okay. Never mind. He didn't risk it. Oh, it's Bandit. No, it's not. Because Sand. Huh? Why didn't he SD earlier? Nah, it just has toxic immunity. It's immunity. That was a big crit. Yeah, Smeargle could have blown up. Yeah, that's fair. It was probably bulky Zangoose looking at the damage that. That's why it went for quick attack over just attacking it. Yeah. That's game. Super game. Zangoose looking like a god also. He took 2 Mons that I've only seen do pretty poorly and just won with both of them. Damn. No need for a Raikou. No need for a Gyarados. No need for Aerodactyl either. That's actually insane. Just use your mid guys and. I assume Arrow would have got back. No, because you want the speed. Probably for Zam just in case. Yeah. But I don't know what type of arrow it would have been. Yeah, I guess it's hard walled by Wheeze, but forces Wheeze to have like T-Bolt. Yeah, Kadabra was in. Just to match the Alakazam. I cannot control his computer, so it's gonna be stuck on this end game until he gets back. But I want to see someone take Mantine to a game and win with it. But I think I saw it once, but it wasn't like a rain dance Mantine. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm hoping for. One of these games. If there are any left. I don't know. Probably not. What?
All right, we're back.
Okay. I was about to start talking again, but this game ended like 5 minutes ago.
I walked back in. I saw turn 19. Like, oh, it would have been nicer to have a longer game.
Yeah.
On the stream while I was gone. But hey, look, hey, we're back, chat. I think we have a game, like a live game in a minute here that we can get to. We'll do another replay. Oh, well, you know what? Let's watch our boy Scrap. We haven't watched Scrap play a game yet. Scrap versus Triangles.
Scrap did a little bit of trying to think of the right word.
The waffle?
He juiced up Triangles too much.
Yeah. Dude, let's go. Big Ice Beam, turn 1 kill. Goodbye, goal.
Yeah, I know.
Graveler.
Dead.
Okay. So we go Zapdos here. Okay, Registeel in the back, gonna eat the T-ball. That's the okay damage. Like, once we get a spike or two up, it's actually gonna be a problem. Eat the T-Wave. I guess we don't have a great T-Wave switch in. So we can get our Milo T-Waved. Or we're just trying to force this into rest and go Medicham, maybe? Is that our vision? Wow, someone types in chat, Scrap immediately throws on mod chat. That's crazy. Okay, so we trade Zapdos for Registeel. That's not the worst trade. The problem is now we go Milo. I don't like going Milo here, because like you're just like, I feel like Regirock is so free, right? Or not Regirock, Raikou is so free to go into. Like I feel like our send out has to be better into Raikou there. Even though like this is gonna work out fine. Here comes Cloyster, takes a T-Wave. Won't matter too much, but like might create some like awkward turns on Rapid Spin. It looks like we're just gonna go for Paraflinch now. Try to damage this Pokemon. That's a good, nice little roll there.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about letting this Regirock take so much damage.
Yeah, we kind of need the
and
HP
then
for
swap
Raikou.
out like that.
Yeah.
It's just.
Oh, that's a really good turn for us. Milotic getting the Ice Beam there. Now this thing can't do anything. Wow! Alright, Scrap, get after it. I might not have Hydro Pumped on that turn. That's a crazy click. Scrap has hands. Yeah, Registeel did its job. This is the problem, right? We have to use our Glalie for this, and unless we have EQ. Oh, goodbye, Glalie. Yeah, it doesn't even live. Depending on, you have to have like a good amount of Spidaf to even live at +1. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like we're about to get Raikou'd on, unfortunately, for Scrap.
Yep.
Yeah, Raikou check. Well, hey, there was a Raikou check. Unfortunately, we let our Raikou check take a bunch of damage, and we're getting Raikou'd all over now. Wow, okay.
I feel like there really wasn't a Raikou check.
Yeah, not long term. Not long term in this battle.
Like, and even without, like, Hypno was his best answer.
I
don't think he even brought it.
Yeah, we'll never. Never get to see it, unfortunately.
Like, if it was, does Hypno have Encore in this gen? I forget. 'Cause if it does, like, that would have helped so much.
I assume Amel's not looking at the stream. I can show my 6 for my PBR game tonight. Amel's too nice of a guy. I trust him. It does not have Encore. Yeah, no Encore for Hypno.
Yeah. S toss. T-Wave. I don't know. Taunt.
Oh my god. Did they not plug the chat? Let's see. User Pro shipboard. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they're on turn 5. God damn it. What is it? Wombat Baby versus Professor Chipboard.
I think they're also playing in the DPP Cup for Smogon.
Oh, that's nice.
It's top 8 for that right now. I know they're both in it. I don't know.
Is it? I thought it was top 4. I thought it was top 4 now.
No, top 8 now. I'm mad. I got hacked out yesterday.
No.
I had such a good chance. First off, I'll talk about it after this game.
Yeah, it's super relevant to the ADV stream, the DPP Smogon Cup. I was gonna say I'm probably almost certain it's top 4.
No, it's top 8. I mean, I was still in.
Okay, maybe I'm waffling then. That's fine.
I made it further than I thought I did, but I don't get it.
Oh, there we go. Big crit EQ. Oh, that's actually kind of a little. Hey, it helps a little bit. You get the counter and kill the Steelix. I paired out a DPP. Hey, welcome to old gens. T-Wave is gonna do that to you.
I got parried and then still made it through, and then got crit on literally like the last turn that mattered.
Nice.
And he thought it didn't matter, but then I like showed the cow. This fucking asshole. Because I was a bulky ass Lucario. Metal Sound.
Interesting. I mean, there is. Okay, just use it to get a rest off. Let's say there is no electric resist now, besides Dugtrio, but like Dugtrio is obviously not the play there. All right, God Houndoom. This is like a 2013 OU sequence right here. Houndoom versus Gengar. It's been a while since we've seen them two fighting out against each other. But I think you're happy with that if you're the Houndoom, right? Like you trade for the you get the Gengar. Like I think you're super happy with that trade. Because at worst you're gonna get the Gengar and get Dougied anyway. Yeah, Houndoom literally did its job. Its job is to beat Gengar. And
do we think my goat Kingdra will be able to pull this back in the end?
I mean, if you said, where do you get the Rain Dance up though? On the Cloyster maybe, but I don't know. Unless we're just gonna see Zapdos versus Zapdos. Oh, there is still a Gorobus, true. Kingdra Gorobus endgame.
Mr. Zappy. Sorry.
Mr. Zappy's a fire name. I think you Metal Sound here, right? Like I might as well.
Could miss.
Oh, I guess it can literally miss, true.
That's only if you're trying to force the zap out, which...
I mean, what zap is this? It's like a BP zap. I guess like you have to T-Bolt, I guess, to prevent substitutes, so... Because if they get Dougie with the sub, it's kind of particular. Kind of odd, kind of annoying.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
That's super brutal. My king. He's in.
Here he comes, the goat. All right, rain up, rain dance up. Didn't get Tilo. Let's start killing Pokemon. Queen, yeah, this is Queendra. The best to ever do it, bro. Something's dying here.
Does Hydro kill? This is Spinef Zap, is it? Or no, it's not. Never mind.
Ooh, that does not kill.
Bro. You're supposed to click Hydro Pump.
Oh, we're okay. Lum saved. Saved. All right. Well, yeah. I think we still click our water move there, but
We might be Surf though.
yeah. Where's the water move at? Oh yeah. I don't know about Ice Beam there.
If it was Mystic Water Hydro, would have been dead.
Or draw him with the Hydro Pump here. No! Revenge is a crazy move. Oh, let's
yes!
go. The fish is in. Hey, run that shit by what? Yeah, this revenge deck is crazy. I don't think this Garbus is gonna be able to.
I think it's over.
Yeah, the GG is out. It's cooked. Haha, damn.
Live.
Fucking shout out to Revenge. We do what we have to do with fighting moves in ADV.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know why we Sludge Bomb there. I don't know about that.
Extra lefties, I guess.
We're both pumping have enough stacks, I think. Alright.
Damn.
I think Chip, it sounds like Chip would have won that anyway, but obviously it's easy to say that when you're the one dodging the moves. I'm having a stroke. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. There's a lot going on those last few turns. All right, I got 4 more replays, and we have Sin of Wrath in 14 minutes. Let's fucking tail glow on this. So we'll watch this replay, wait for the Sin of Wrath game, and then what's Paladin's name on the dock? Come on.
I could not tell you.
Where is Godscraft when you need him? Guess I could find the dock.
Is it Dag Arthur?
Oh, is it Dagoth you are? Okay.
Something like that. Yeah.
We'll go with this, and if the teams are the same, then we...
No, it is that.
We did? Okay, perfect. Regice lead versus Smeargle lead. Yeah, this is the right team. Superpower on the Endurer. What is this, Selacberry? What are we going to do with this? Try to just boom? Okay, I guess a decent trade. We'll take that for Smeargle. 60 BP.
I don't like going too far immediately.
Yeah, I feel like Machamp was like pretty free. Yeah, now you just get H-Pin powered and you're in a bad spot.
Sub to Paladin.
Alright, Paris Song Gaming. Set up a screen, set up a sub. Are we just gonna throw this guy away? Okay,
I mean, it's a fortress, so.
Yeah, it got 2 spikes up and it broke the sub. I guess that's good enough value. HP Grass, goodbye Swampert. You get T-Tar in for free here, but like... Oh, big Pursuit Trap. That's not doing a lot, though. And now Machamp just gets to come in for free and kill another Pokemon.
Yep.
Yeah, low kick is fine. Round 5 Regice is kind of nasty. The third spike, you want to break the sub though. I think I see the argument. I think the third spike might have made more sense.
What was that for?
The
Can anyone explain that?
Explain what? This turn?
Go back 2 turns. Wait, sorry. Once the Gengar's out in front of the Machamp.
Hold on, I might have got stunlocked by chat. I must have missed it.
I think you did.
Oh, okay. I mean, we hit the Raticate, right? There is screens here. Hey, we can break the light screen on Fortress. Hey, there is some utility here. He called the light screen Fortress. All right, Moltres out. Is this even like a good position for what? Does Machamp just like not 6-0 now?
It does. It's gotta.
If only we found out why the Gengar sounds are so bad. True. Gengar putting on full display why it's brutal and terrible.
Did he just kill himself?
He gets 1 attack here. Epic. Yeah, chat. This one might be cooked, I think. Oh no, we got Pikachu. This is fine. Yeah.
No, dude.
No, the Pikachu is gonna live this hit, right? Trust, and it's gonna kill. Okay, no, we're scared. No, we have no vision. Oh, goodbye, Tyranitar. Okay, yeah.
That's not like defensive Starmie, right? Like, what if the Pikachu actually did live?
I guess we'll never know. I don't even think defensive kills or defensive lives there. I think Pikachu's just not good, unfortunately. I think we have, yeah, those are the replays I had picked up before the stream. We'll do one more. So we have a few that people suggested. Janice versus... What is Dancing Along on Discord? Heading out since I'm playing soon? Sounds good, Cinderrath. Good luck, big dog. Get that win.
Yeah, I have a game at 2 as well. Or in.
Oh, yeah.
Or, the teams ones. I get to play Monai.
Go. Alright, hold on. Let me find this username. I'll promise I'll look for the usernames chat next time before I get on stream. I guess this one I literally could not have because I was suggested during this stream. Ah, that's not their... Hold on. I'm gonna scream. This is troll. Okay, I found it.
Yeah, you would never have found that.
No, there's literally no way I would have known. Alright, Fire Blast T-Tar. Oh, there we go. Get Camerupt in on the Fortress. Not sure if that's what we were intending to do, but you'll take that all day. 34% of the Fire Blast is pretty decent, too. Oh, and we're going to 2K the Lantern. Dude, this has been going really, really well for Janice to start this replay off. All right, sub up. Mixcar wins more than not mixed. That does not surprise me. When it runs something like Focus Punch, a good move, it actually does something. All right, so this sub is working out well for Zar. Like, it's going to win this exchange. Oh, in comes Gengar. Takes a lot. It gets burned. Yeah, the Gengar stock's continuing to plummet at all-time rates. Hey, we got a focus punch. Oh my god, chat. Can we run that? Let's run that turn back, chat. Chat, let's run that one back real quick for the chat.
That was a cool one.
Yeah,
But
let's run this one back, chat. What do we think of this cat? What do we think of...
Even if it wasn't burned, it wasn't killing.
Look at that. Boom. 38. Yeah. You know what, Gengar? Pack him up, buddy. It might be over. Dude, the hidden power fucking grass or whatever did more than the focus punch. That's so tough.
But to be fair, if he wasn't burned,
Oh, it would have been a good sequence. Yeah, he would have got the sequence off 100%. Well, he would have got the focus punch into the hidden power, and like put it into like it would have been beneficial. But yeah, still very funny calc. For all the Gengar haters out there, they're taking a W on that one. Oh, Dodge Toxic is pretty good.
Was this actually a good game, or was this just a 6-0?
I was given this for a very specific reason, which we're getting to in a second.
Okay.
I was told that there was an epic moment coming up. Okay, so we Earthquake, Amnesia.
Is this what? Aren't you supposed to click the Iron Defense or Curse?
Yeah, I feel like we clicked the one that buffs the physical defense. Alright, in comes T-Tar, not a 6-0 because we're going to pick this Pokemon off. Alright, in comes Charizard. We know Charizard outspeeds. We just go camera up just to be safe. Okay, we live that. We should kill the... Oh, we just boom. Okay. Alright, we're simplifying this a little bit. Oh, there's still a Chansey here. Oh, this could be GG. I don't know what's last here. Maybe like Sableye, Jumpluff, something. Okay, so we deal a little bit of damage to get us into...
So Reggie has a chance now.
Yeah. This...
It's gotta be the rollout shit. Right?
So we do Curse Up. And we do Curse Up again.
It's too late though.
Mm-hmm. Is that the Epic Gamer moment? I think Puff figured it out. What's coming soon? So just lose the item, S-Toss. It is kind of too late though at this point. Though there's not much.
It's way too late. If it was, I don't know, just any other moves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I meant if it was like Iron Defense or just any, even Curse when the hurt went.
Yeah, the Curse the first time. Yeah, I might have had a chance. Or it might have been able to like break through when you still had more resources in the backs. No Encore? Yeah, no Encore is a little tough, unfortunately.
That's like the only reason why you draft Sableye. It's for Encore plus Recover. I don't know what. And Knock, of course, but.
Bro, we're up here though. Yeah, Mimic time. We're just gonna curse up with the Fortress. Or with the Registeel. Mimic Foray. Yeah, this is our counterplay to Curse. I don't know about this one. But yeah, Puff was right. It's rollout time. Does not get Encore till like Gen 8? Oh, okay. We're waffling then. Rollout is crazy work. Alright, 15. The fact that this Mimic Curse and is just like cursing past the rollouts is fucking hilarious. No, we missed. And we get crit. Okay.
And I got crit. Yeah.
This set had the vision. The fact that we lost to Mimic Fortress is kind of funny. Probably wasn't like at the top of their list when prepping with that set to be like, you know what, I gotta play around a Mimic Fortress. Yeah, that one's that one's a little tough.
Like, actually, what was Mimic for?
I don't know.
Just curious.
The opponent didn't give me any information. They said that the rollout almost won. It said almost a rollout Registeel reverse sweep that got stopped by Mimic Fortress. So unless they like brought Mimic to beat Curse, then I guess Curse is better because 3 curses beats Defense Curl, maybe.
Yeah. Over time, the
Yeah.
Curse definitely out damages.
All right. So next, we're gonna wait for Sin of Wrath to play.
All right, I gotta play my game.
All right. Good luck, big dog.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move to the live. The live showdown. Sin of Wrath gaming. I will say it's been nice to see a lot of the Wi-Fi players, quite a few more Wi-Fi players, like people from like the modern Wi-Fi community play in this tournament a lot more recently. That's been super fun. Have more than just have some boomers. Oh, he's playing Austrian George. Nice. That's a good opponent to have as well. This should be a good game. Yeah, Austrian George. We're looking at George's team. A lot of the teams that I picked, the Wi-Fi Warriors, are getting stronger. True. It's one of the teams I wanted to watch. The teams I picked for today's stream were like good teams that we haven't featured yet. We had a lot of we had a lot of repeats in like the streams, like in the battle pools. A lot of people more active on playing on stream than not. So we had a lot of people play, but we didn't see a lot of the teams that I wanted to see on stream. And I think I should have planned for George's, but I figured Sin of Wrath was going to suggest it anyway. So we're going to watch Sin of Wrath, and then we have 2 more replays that have been suggested, and then that's going to be it for today's stream. Much shorter, but I'm going to be streaming in the middle of the week, I think, as well. So I don't want to like burn myself out on streaming too much. We have a new Giraffe League coming out that I don't know if I'm going to do like quote-unquote PRs. I might do a draft stream just talking about the teams. There we go, Sin of Wrath is up. Do a stream talking about the drafts and talking about the project a little bit and some of the content we're doing for it. So don't want to burn myself out too early. Alright, Typhlosion lead. I sent you a replay earlier in Discord DM. Wouldn't mind a couple pointers. I think I have... This is your replay, right? I have yours last up. So we'll watch yours. Yours will be the last replay of the stream. You know what? We got Diet Tight lead because we're fucking sacking the shit. Turn 1. Get rid of... You know what? Let's just get rid of Jason. Big Thunder... Yeah, there we go. Sin of Wrath. That's my goat. Drop that Gyarados with a Thunder Punch. Frame 1 on the lead. That's a great start here for Sin of Wrath. Dude, if you have HP Ice, dude, Typhlosion's kind of going crazy here. No? Dude, what's stopping Typhlosion from going kind of wild here? Off lead. Yeah, that was a pretty crazy turn 1. Dude, George's team just kind of gets packed by this. Wonder why the Gyarados stayed in. Man, I don't know. Like, what is even your switching to... what is even your switch into Typhlosion, right? Like, Jolteon? Yeah, you can go Jolteon, I guess, but, like, then it's hard to deal... Tauros Revenge is hard to deal with? Yeah. This is Typhlosion's tournament, except on my team. I've trolled with my Typhlosion. I did not help the Typhlosion win rate this tournament, unfortunately, for all the fans out there. Hitting what's in front of you? I mean, like, I don't know. I guess, like, I feel like Solrock was such a free switch, right? Me when I hit the Modest max roll. Is that... Oh, it wasn't... It looks like it was a max roll. So I guess a fortunate turn for Sin of Wrath off the rip. And Nidoqueen are the bells of the ball. Yeah, Nidoqueen did well. I had to go through the Nidoqueen. I haven't, like... I don't know about Fire Blasting their Sin of Wrath. I don't know what we're doing with that. I don't know why we're sacking this guy. I'll be honest with you. Like, this guy is, like, actually good here. And, like, sacking EQ damage for, like literally nothing. Just doesn't make sense. We could just go Blastoise here, I think, and be fine. Yeah, I've wanted to do a video on some of the, yeah, we're like actively trolling here. I guess we get into Blaze Range, but like, I don't like that. Unless, do we think this is setup opportunity for D-Knight? D-Knight can't even win right now. Right? Like Solrock gets walls this D-Knight. I don't know. I don't like this sequence. I feel like we waffled a bit. Unless our game plan is like literally break through the team until we win with Raikou, but like we can't beat the Jolteon yet. I don't know. I don't see the vision here. I know I want to do a video on some of like the top performers of EO, but I just haven't had the opportunity. Okay, we're Surf. Okay, that's a little bit of a waffle. I feel like we had Surf, you just go, like we just keep Typhlosion. Man, Typhlosion's so good here. I just don't get why we sacked it. I want to do a video on Nidoqueen because I gotta watch some of the Nidoqueen replays to see if it's like good or not, or if it's just like good players drafted it and it ended up on like winning teams. I think the turn 1 play, I think in theory is fine because it sounds like it's a modest max roll, and you could argue you want Timid here to outspeed the Hitmonlee. You can help gather them. Oh, thank you, Scraft. You're the goat. So I can see why George would just play for the EQ there, or play for some other turn, but... Yeah, I want to go through the Nidoqueen games, but I have, like, had no time. Like, this, like, last, like, week, I have been basically forcing myself to finally move in. Oh, big Fire Blast? Okay. Well, we're simplifying the game state, right? Like, this is, like, one of the ways, like, that this is doing well. Like, that you can win this game. Like, we still have to get rid of the Jolteon, but, like, Raikou can kind of go Shiest here at some point. Simplifying the game state is nice. Metagross being gone is nice. I still wish we had Typhlosion. I feel like Typhlosion would be so nice to have. But yeah, before I, like, stun lock myself again, I've, like, been forcing myself to move in because I just haven't moved into my living room. I don't even have a couch. My TV's not even up. Like, I've been here for, like, almost 3 months. So that's been my goal the last couple of weeks. So I want to do something on Nidoqueen and look at it, but maybe we'll do that for next week. Or do them as streams for now. Alright, let's see. Still think Tauros can pull this one out? Yeah, I kind of agree, right? Like, the only... Because, like, Hariyama's, like, your best answer to it, but it's going to be so hard to leverage that. Yeah, Tauros looks pretty shiced. Unless we have, like, a literal Duskull in the back for it. What would we bench for Duskull? We're obviously not benching Glalie. We're not benching well, we have Raikou. We're not benching Hariyama in this matchup. Maybe we bench Blastoise. Maybe we bench Blastoise for thing. Blastoise does a lot here. That would have been the lead, right? Not necessarily, right? Because Blastoise is such... Oh my god. Oh, Cinerath, you're such a bastard. Oh my god, that's... Well... Alright, hey, you know what? Hey, good one. That problem... Hey, Glalie matched it well into George's Team Strong Ice. I mean, the problem is Metagross lead is so hard. It's so hard to contend with. Like, when I'm building against Metagross teams... Yeah, see, there we go. Duskull. Goodbye, Duskull. You did your best. Fucking sack slot. That's like a, what is it? A Nuzlocke bring a sack slot moment right there. The problem with leading Glalie into Metagross is I hate when I build teams against Metagross to lead poorly into Metagross. Like, even if you have, like, good mons into Metagross, it can overwhelm teams very quickly. So, like, I find, like, leading bad into Metagross in these teams, it's just going to not lead to success long term. But yeah, the fact that we fucking raw stayed in and just paralyzed the Tauros is crazy. Like, oh my god, Cinerath. That could not have been our game plan, was to do that. I mean, it's going to help us, right? The problem is we still have to break through this Jolteon. Otherwise, like, we're in, like, a little bit of a problem. But I guess, like, last Mon Raikou is fine against Jolteon, right? Alright, so it is Blastoise, so we did drop the Glalie. I'm a little surprised about the Glalie. I feel like Spikes was okay, but I think Jolteon can do it. The problem is I don't know if Jolteon, depending on the Jolteon set, I don't know if it beats Lastmon Raikou is the problem. Like, Lastmon Raikou can probably just CM past it, especially if it has Rest. And now you're in a tough spot, right? Like, if it can pair the Raikou, then maybe... Yeah, it's gonna have to, like, pair it. It's gonna have to pair it, and the Raikou's gonna have to not be sub-CM Rest. Or, so no, sub-Rest. Or not sub... Fuck me. I can't talk. Rest CM. Psych Up is so broken. Man, whenever I so many of my teams just I like randomly throw Psych Up on. I'm like, man, what if I get a Psych Up off, right? Like that's fire and broken. The problem is I find with Psych Up is that like, man, it's like, it's so hard to get that move to work often. Like it's so hard to ever get the move to ever work. Unfortunately, as much as I would love it to, and it would that be fire. Psych Up will have its day. Dude, Psych Up will get you like someone like once a tournament kind of deal, but sadly Jolt doesn't learn Psych Up. Does it not? I feel like it. I thought it did. Oh. Shout out Sudowoodo Psych Up. Yeah, not everyone's gonna get the Pythons gaming where they get the Psych Up going. We're putting pressure on this 8 Jolteon now. I still think we can't beat this Jolteon long term. I think George still has this. So we sack Tauros and go Dragonite and probably DD. Yeah, Dragonite can... Oh, we go Solrock. Okay. Umbreon and Espeon can learn it, but not the rest? Oh, that's weird. That doesn't make sense. Oh, I didn't mean to click like that. Solrock Boom probably wins? Yeah. Cinevrath, no, we can't sack our Raikou. No, oh, that's tough. Yeah. I mean, what do you do here? Okay, there you go. Crit at the end. I don't know. Yeah, I have some disagreements with how that was played. I think it was a weird game. I think that one, Cinerath, we maybe talk about that one after. I think there are a few. That's why it has the claim of being the after the Ecos. Losing with that luck, yeah, that's kind of tough, yeah. I think we definitely need to keep Typhlosion around, right? And we just didn't have the pressure for Jolteon. We also could have been a different slot than... Like, I feel like we go... Like, if you keep Typhlosion, I feel like that game plays out a little differently, right? Like, you actually pressure some of this stuff. Like, you kept Solrock low, but Solrock wasn't actually a problem here, I don't think. Especially with Blastoise. I don't know. I think, yeah, definitely, like... Definitely one to look back on, I think, in the future. And maybe you go through it. This is why Solrock is better than Lunatone. The Nuzlocke Duskull, too. Yeah, Nuzlocke Duskull is crazy. Albert Simpson versus Martin Vitran. I sold. Yes, and I think there were like a few times where you just sacked Pokemon that like we probably didn't need to, unfortunately. All right, let's watch this replay. We got 2 more left, and then I'm calling it quits. We're watching Waterloo win a national championship in a sport for the first time since 2013, which is embarrassing. But hey, our school's fire. All right, we go Charizard here. Found about my Raikou change, forgot about HP Ice. Oh, you didn't even have HP Ice? Okay, that's kind of tough, yeah. If you don't have HP Ice, that's going to make it pretty difficult to win. Alright, so we're just Toxic selling down this Vaporeon. Yeah, we can go Chansey here. I think sacking Typhlosion was the one like super odd thing that I didn't like, because I thought Typhlosion was super good in that matchup, and I felt like we would have been better off keeping that Pokemon for a little bit longer than we did. Alright, Hidden Power. We're gonna have to eat. Oh, we're not gonna eat a Surf. Okay, so just force a little bit of HP to make this Wish not as effective, and then just set up a substitute on the Ice Beam. Okay. I mean, we're super low, right? Like right now on our thing. Turn 9 out of 10. 9, 10 Mons reveal gaming. Let's go. That's the ADV that we like to see. Dude, Martin Vitron's got a super defensive team too. Alright, we're going to kill the Vaporeon now. So we traded Zard for Vaporeon basically, which is not too bad. He'll take that. And now in comes Claydol. Is going for the HP. Ooh, I wonder what HP that is. Let's go to the Dusclops and the Flamethrower. I know that we're going to be seeded into this one for a little bit of for a little while now, trying to break through this. Alright, nice crit, doing literally 30. It'd be cool if it was fighting. Yeah, I can see fighting. Fighting would make sense, maybe. We're putting pressure, but like this just rests on you, right? The Dusclops. I mean, you don't even kill, right? Like it's just you're gonna take the... Yeah, just rest off here. Which has Pain Split. I'm pretty sure the Weezing has Pain Split, but it looks like it doesn't have it, or it's not going for it here. Alright, S-Toss. Both got it, yeah. Dude, I think that, this Dusclops like low-key kind of just like sits for an eternity. Okay, Curse Swampert. Now we got a threat. Now we're putting on some offensive pressure. Yeah, I mean, we can set up spikes, I guess. What do we have? Raikou HP Grass in the back? Okay, now we get a Toxic off. But if this has Refresh... Oh, I was going to say, if we get Refresh, then like maybe we can stall it out. But like, now that we're going to have to take Toxic, like we can't, like we're going to get HP Grassed here. And they're just going to just sub to lower this Pokemon and put it in basically guaranteed range. I mean, they could just not have it, but like they likely have it. Yeah, they're just going to get scared out here. And we just get another sub up. I kind of like attacking. I don't know. Especially if you don't have like you obviously have rest and stuff, but I like just like forcing this thing to lose its sub, but I don't know. What do I know? Now Dusclops is coming, and Dusclops is like permanently like the infinitely biggest problem of all time in this matchup. Oh, I guess never mind. It gets 2-KO by Dragonite. We have to take an S-Toss to do it, but we basically 2-KO this thing now. Now Raikou comes back out on the Hidden Power. Jesus, that's doing a lot. Alright, dude, is D-Knight... Dude, D-Knight kind of does a lot here now to end this. This might be rest. Doesn't look like it, though. You kind of have to heal this off. Choice, yeah, it's definitely CB D-Knight, which, like, is kind of smoking here a little bit. Sleep rest on the Clods. Sleep there. Alright, so we just go into this. Probably trying to sleep sack this Weezing. Oh, I don't like that. I don't... No, they definitely were sporing there. I feel like you just, like... Unless, like, you don't need... I feel like I don't like our D-Knight going to sleep there at all. Like, D-Knight does so much here to, like, put offensive pressure. And now, like, Dusclops comes back in. Like, this thing can rest up again. He wants a Flamethrower. That lost the game. Yeah, I don't like that. Because now this Dusclops just gets healthy. Like, you open up so much risk for no reason. Like, just sleep the Weezing. The Weezing's not doing anything. I think he's probably still fine, but... Alright, Hidden Power. We have Surf. Torrent Surf is going to be nice here. To put this Claydol super low now. We'll bring out Tyranitar. Tyranitar's probably got to have a special move to deal with this. In comes Breloom. Hidden Power. Oh, if this is rest, this is a huge double. If this is rest, this is a huge double. I guess we're not taking the rest here, never mind. Yeah, you obviously T-bolt there. But like if this is rest, you rest on this, right? And then you're super happy with this? Okay, soft boiled. And if it's not, it's still good, yeah. Yeah, but now, like, you're in with Chansey, right? Like, this Dusclops gonna get back to full. No. I don't like this at all. Yeah, I think that, that D-Knight turn was just not the vision. I guess you try to wake up. Like, you wish pass and try to wake up in front of it. Eat a nasty focus punch here that does fucking 14%. I think you have a few turns here to try to wake up, right? Yeah, like you have... Oh, you have literally one turn to wake up. Alright, hey, we woke up. Alright, that could have been bad, but we salvaged the situation a little bit. I mean, CB still does a lot. Zinc Melodic recovered over 1,010 like 1,000% HP. That's so crazy. Alright, we go this. Ooh, we sack the Chansey. I don't know if I necessarily like that, but you outspeed and kill this with HP flying. You certainly kill the Claydol too. This Raiku's a problem though, no? Like you have to go... Because you kind of have to go T-Tar there, right? Like unless like... Yeah, I guess you DD... You can Dragon Dance and then have move. Like you probably have move for Breloom here. Yeah, DD and then have move for Breloom. At 64. Alright, EQ. Mach saves the day. Hey, it does save the day. I was gonna say, hey, let's pretend there's no Mach Punch in the back, but it looks like we got Mach Punched out of this guy, unfortunately. All right. I don't. So the user in chat suggests this one. This is a friggin' alt. Charlie, do you know who your opponent's name is on the dock? I guess I can find it. Jumping dude. What are these Discord username gambits? I feel like I'm getting like pranked all the time with what people, how people, with the names people are using. All right, let's get into it. Let's see. Muck lead versus Zapdos lead. Hop out into Regirock makes sense. That okay? Well. Yeah, that's a tough Ice Punch freeze. Not sure what you can do, but hey, we unthawed. All right, W. Like the T-Wave here. T-Wave down the Scizor. Scizor is likely to try to do some Baton Pass stuff. I don't know if... yeah, you might as well stay into attack, I guess. I don't like this turn. I'm not sure what progress we're making by T-Waving the Celebi here. Now, like, now our Regirock is just toxic. Now, Regirock doesn't do, like, terribly a lot here. So it's probably not the end of the world, but I definitely don't think we had a reason to let our guy get toxic there. Especially, like, we can go into Hera... Like, if we ate this toxic with Heracross, like, dude, this Blissey, like, this Blastoise is getting blown back if we're Guts. Want to scout what Celebi that was? I guess so, yeah. I don't know. I just, like... Now we have a Regirock toxic one. We might need to take like a +1 hit from Salamence in the end game, and that's going to be like a little bit tougher as a result. All right, we're just kind of chilling in this mid vibe now, where Mach versus Porygon, both Pokemon can't deal any damage. I mean, we do catch the toxic here, right? Like, I guess at some point this Pokemon was inevitably getting toxic. Wow, critted 47. I like Regirock, but that's terrible damage. Heal Bell would be clutch. That's true. All right, he is going to BP out. Ooh, big boom. I like that, though. Like, this Pokemon wasn't, like, it doesn't look like Regirock is getting a lot of value here. So getting, like, you know, keeping Celebi low and then booming on Scizor. Now, Scizor is obviously paralyzed, but, like, you get a good amount of damage out of that. Now you just have to, like, position your Heracross on, like, Baton Passes and such. And, like, switches to keep it, you know, to keep these Pokemon kind of in range. Alright, big SD time. Yeah, we're going for some massive damage now. Yeah, 80%. Jesus Christ. Goodbye, Blastoise. And now it's in T-Bolt range. I could see it. I could see them here going to Celebi, because then you can get the health back, or they just go Hariyama. So yeah, T-Bolt there. Lucky Roar outcome. Yeah, you just keep spamming T-Bolt here. I don't know what their apprehension of going Celebi is here. I feel like Celebi should be a decent answer. Ooh, big boom there. What does Ice Punch and Muck hit? It's better against Sap. Yeah, I feel like it should. Yeah, you're right on that. I think it should just probably be Sludge Bomb here. There's definitely not a lot of like good. It's definitely a better click. Didn't expect that boom. Was it to be expected? I'm trying to think. It definitely, like, Muck is definitely going to carry boom considering the set that it has. And like if your switch-in is going to be Heracross every time, like it is very beneficial for them to trade their Muck for the Heracross. Now, I don't know what else you would have to switch in. You could switch in like Porygon 2 there. Like Porygon 2 is like not great. Like, I mean, I'm kind of saying that because I don't like Porygon 2 as a mon that much. Like, I wonder if like scouting with Porygon 2 there makes sense. You keep your Heracross because Heracross like still deals, as much as like we hate on Heracross on this channel. Heracross still has a lot that it can do in this battle, especially where this looks to be like Toxic BP. Maybe setup move recover. Like this might not even have psychic coverage. Like Heracross is so good here that I think putting it in harm's way there, especially where you're not going to be able to deal a lot of damage straight up to the Muck, is the problem. The problem was Salamit's hard counters Hera. True, but you should have more. Like 2 of your unrevealed should be good against that, I assume. Okay, so we see recover. So like there is a good chance that this is like setup move like CM. And we just like don't have like psychic coverage, which is like honestly then like this becomes Heracross food as well, which is like super nice. Toxic dodge is pretty good. All right, I like this. Might as well just go for the para, right? Like if they get para, then you gain so much value. I guess you just kind of keep forcing them to recover. All right, 1 para. Crit or para here is pretty good. Or I guess we get literally the fucking roll. Yeah, we could have got the roll there. And now we switch out. So that Pokemon's still at high HP. We're still at like a middling HP, which is nice. Alright, Protect. I love Porygon 2. I don't know. I just don't see that. I feel like Porygon 2, I just don't see the vision for a lot of the time in these formats. It doesn't do enough offensively. Sometimes to justify the slot. It doesn't have like the outrageous bulks that some of the other Pokemon do. Yeah, like Miltank here. Like I feel like Miltank here is a pretty good answer to Mence. Usually. Now, it depends on your set, of course. But, like, Body Slam here, like, you don't mind just, like, Body Slamming into Mence. Like, infinitely there. Sharpen plus Return, set up Pori? Yeah, okay. I guess I should consider that set when making my comments. Alright, BP out into Hariyama. We get the Heal Bell off. Heal Bell's nice here. So, even if our Zapdos got Toxic there, we would have been able to heal it back. No, just go for Body Slams. This is what I mean about Heracross, though. Like, Heracross would have been so nice to have to just, like, force a KO here. Now, it forces the Menson, but you can at least force the end game of that. Alright, we got the Executor with the Sun Up, though. Massive damage with Psychic. Hidden Power Flying is going to kill us. But we just go... Oh, we can go Porygon 2, I guess. Unfortunately, the Intimidate doesn't work that way. I wish I had the ball knowledge to give you the exact justification for it, but I think it just doesn't work like that in Gen 3, unfortunately. But we got a lot of chip on that, right? Like now, like Miltank should just be able to break it through with Body Slam. And now we get Mence in here on Zapdos. This is fine, though. Like, you're not dying in one hit here. Now you get Flinch. That's obviously annoying. I wasn't sure if it felt somewhat okay. And this is a really, really good spot now. Like, I think you should be odds-on favorite to win this game now. Okay, so it is reveals Psychic. Now, Miltank comes in. You can Heal Bell this off. So Toxic's got 11. Heal Bell's got 8. This could be tough. You might... It's a flaw. I just wish Trace worked on Intimidate ADV. Yeah. That would obviously make this Pokemon so much better in this spot, but... That 30% was not something I wanted to play. Oh, did we body slam here? Oh, we're goated with it. Okay, so we got last month Celebi. We can just like switch between these Pokemon forever, right? Like, do we like we can just like actually just like switch forever? I guess not necessarily. Psychic is doing a lot, but we have natural cure, so we can just like Thunder Wave and recover. Okay, so I think we pulled this one out, right? Yeah, I think we should be good here. Oh, Zazo wants his game up. We'll do one fucking Zazo game after. And that'll be the last one shot. Yeah, so now we're just breaking through with ice beams and stuff, so. The end was easy, not sure if the Zapdos stand. One more game for, yeah, we'll do one more Zazo game for the people. I don't know, I like it. Like, you never die there, right? And like, you get to the point where they like probably just have to sack the Hariyama anyway. So like, risking the Rock Slide for, first turn. Why do you give me a fucking play link? Give me the fucking, oh, this game's live. Okay. That makes way more sense. All right, we got one more live game chat. And then we're done. Of course, it's Iron Flash. Mega Xmas. All right, let's go. So Regice versus Jolteon. Thanks for commenting. Hey, no problem. I love doing these commentaries for Draft League. As someone who like often throws his own games, but still loves Draft League. Oh, Big Freeze. Commentating is super fun, and I love ADV. ADV is one of the more fun formats that Draft League has to offer. So, Big Freeze, I mean, we would have taken a decent amount of damage there, but, I mean, we're probably still ending out with that Pokemon, which is good, and with a lot of HP on Jolteon. Yeah, the Muck Boom, I think the Muck Boom, Porygon was kind of important, so it's one of those things where maybe you could have found a better boom angle. But with Frolican forced out, Gara is the Ice Beam switch in. I mean, we don't have I mean, Blaziken could have been the Ice Beam switch in. All right, what are we cooking up here? What is this? Why is Dusclops got +2 attack? What devious behaviors are we cooking today? Are we just going +2 Shadow Ball? If this was not Dusclops, this is hard to switch into. Dusclops can't be that strong, right? +2. I mean, if it's literally +2 banded Shadow Ball, I mean, this could get dangerous, right? 70 base attack. Yeah, it's not that strong. This will do some fire damage, but oh, he has lefties. All right, chat. We found it. It's not that set. A goated melee player. Dude, there are a bunch of random melee players in this tour. Dude, Jason told me, like, leading into his game, he's like, dude, I got a really good opponent. I'm like, oh, who's your opponent? He's like, oh, they're good because they're a melee player. What is the melee glaze? What, like, I don't know. We gotta, you know what? No melee glaze in this chat. We don't glaze the Smash community and the Smash games. And the only reason I say that is because I fucking suck at Smash. I might be the worst player in Smash history. Cass can attest. It's an entirely different game, yeah. It's the worst Smash I've ever seen, yeah. Dude, we playing Smash 64, literally the biggest spot of all time you'll see on the sticks in Smash. I don't know. Dude, I'm just too much of a boomer. I don't know. I gotta play boomer video games that like I don't need like hand-eye coordination for, or not even hand-eye coordination. I don't need like trigger skills for. All right, God Firo is our Machamp switch in. This is our Machamp switch in. Okay, hey, you know what? Do what you gotta do. Might be a generation thing because they came. Yeah, I think it's just an old head thing. Like, people just, like, who played Nintendo games at the time played Melee and Gen 3. All right, return does a little bit, but not a lot. Meteor Mash. Game had some funny hacks on both sides. Fun to watch. Yeah, that was a fun game. All that thing. Melee came out before Gen 3? True, yeah. Alright, we got to burn the Metagross here, which is nice. The problem is, like, we're so far behind on capital on our Pokemon here, and we got a fucking Fearow. Did we just not bring... No, we brought... We benched our class. Oh, what a dodge. Uh-oh. Chat, is someone gonna tell him? Uh-oh, that's tough. I got bad news. I got bad news. That does not do... I got bad news. That does not work how you think it does. That, you cannot memento the clear body guy. Hey, what? It's burned, though. Hey, it's burned. So we're chilling with that. Hey, Metagross. Yeah, here comes Blaziken. Does Blaziken even... Blaziken has to kill, right? No way Blaziken's that bad that I can't kill. Chat, we have what, 19 likes? Can we end the stream with over 20 likes for Memento on Metagross in play-ins for ADV? Surely we can hit that to end the stream on an epic final game. Alright, sub up on EQ. Looks like we're just trying to get some burn chip. I click Earthquake here as Metagross, stand on business. Hey, Mantis, hey, this Metagross is standing on business right now. Alright, eat the Fire Blast with the Blastoise. This is looking ever dangerous in turn. We're getting ever closer to 6-0 territory. But you know what? I may have played bad, but at least I did Memento meta, so it's a win. I mean, they could have been doing this like momentum, right? Like they could have just been like, all right, I gotta get out of this guy for free. But you know what? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt on that one. Endure Reversal Blaziken wins this with HPAs for Dragonite. I feel like yeah, I mean, it'll get one kill, right? I mean, it could. Well, it wouldn't be Endure, right? You just use Substitute to get there. Okay, so SD time. Blaziken is a winning squat. No, Blaziken's got Aura. No, you gotta respect Blaziken. Blaziken's a go. Quick attack in the back. Boom. Expert recover. Alright, not a 6-0. Oh, we got the demon in. Uh-oh. Demon user demon user unlocked. Here comes Scyther. Bro, how do you beat Scyther here? With the quick attack? We better. And bro, we don't got a Scyther switch in right now. I guess we go Jolt. I guess we go Fearow. Fearow switches in, right? No Scyther answers found. Dude, Fearow's had to play defense for like multiple guys on this team, which is super funny. It's been our Machamp answer, and it might be our Machamp switch in, it might be our Scyther switch in too. You done watching replays after this? Nice aerial ice. Big lift from Jolteon. Yeah, I mean, this is just gonna fucking kill. I am done after this, yes. I would do more, but I do... I am trying to, like, stream a little bit less, because I'm gonna be streaming this week, during the week. And I've streamed for so long, the last, like, couple of weeks, that I need to have, alright, we're gonna get this... Oh, we're gonna get a rest off, nice. I do need to, like, keep myself in better form. I'm also playing a Wi-Fi game tonight, so I do need to keep some energy to end this day off. So I'll probably do a longer the bracket stream will be longer next week, and And as we get through a few of the rounds, we'll probably be able to do all of the battles in a stream, depending on how many. I think we did, what, like a 4-hour stream for like 32 replays? I forget. I'd have to go check that stream. But we're going to do longer streams once we get into the actual brackets. This week just wasn't on the cards for a long one. Gotcha, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, it takes a lot out of me, a lot out of you to do these streams, and I don't do them super consistently. So like it's not like LRXC or like someone like that doing streams like this where they're used to like he's used to streaming for that long. So it's not like a big deal for him, but it is a little bit of a big deal for someone like me who doesn't do this often. All right, let's like lock back in and see where we're at. Like Regice kind of just walls the rest of this team. Like you just ice beam here, right? Like, all right, cool. We'll take a crit there. You know what? Might as well, Zazo. Might as well if I can end this game. And Celebi's running a crit. Yeah, this is GG. I mean, we have, what, Blastoise at 85 still? Yeah, I mean, there's not much we can do about this. Like, we're just going to get wrapped up here. Go for the sub. We're just straight T-bolting. We don't even care. Regice is like, I'm taking the rest with me. Now we go Blastoise. Fire Blast. Chew. We're going to see a final sub come out here, I would imagine. Just to, like... If it has reversal, it has reversal, and you go for that here. I mean, Scyther's still at, like, a Scyther kind of cleans a little bit. It doesn't clean the Fearow, but we'll say it cleans for the agenda. So we surf here, probably get a Lychee Berry or Salac Berry. I mean, Salac reversal is kind of danger, right? Oh, it doesn't even kill. Okay, sick. Goodbye, Blaziken. Hey, good. You know what, Blaziken? Good effort today. Put your best foot forward, but... Unfortunately, it was not going to be enough today. Absolute fraud? True. All right, chat. That's enough for today. Almost a 3-hour stream. Watch some good games for plans. Next week, we're going to be doing bracket stream. We'll see when I play my opponent for BBR. That'll decide whether I do this Sunday or Saturday. I'll be still home, so that'll be easy enough. Or maybe we'll do it Monday, though I'm trying to get back into doing Magic, playing Magic every Monday. Only thing I will shout out here before we end the stream chat, if you haven't joined my personal Discord, do that. We're going to be doing a draft stream of sorts for Gen 9 coming this week, I think. I don't know the format, whether we'll do it as like power rankings or just like go over teams. Talking about Gen 9 on stream this week. We do a bunch of other Draft League stuff, so if you haven't subscribed or if you haven't joined the Discord, make sure to do that for all the future content, and then you'll get added in that server as well as Emerald Open when we go live for EO streams. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks everyone for joining in. Thanks for all the support as always. We'll see everyone in the next stream, and peace out.